right. Actually, no, that's not all right. There we go. All right. What is good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to the night stream, the super late night stream. I'm sorry, guys. I forgot to let you guys know that follow the stream a lot that I'm streaming late tonight because I was hanging out with family. On my days that I gotta hang out with family, which I do enjoy doing a lot. But we are here. Not gonna be, I don't know if we're gonna, like I said, I don't know how long the stream's gonna go for, but I wanted to just hang out with you guys for a bit. I've got a cool video that I think I'm gonna do tomorrow to kind of put the cap on the Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch to Nintendo Switch 2 era. So I think it'll be a cool video, kind of straight up, you know, real talk, all that good stuff. So look out for that video tomorrow. I wanted to do kind of like a tribute video to Switch, but I think I took way too long to do that tribute video to Switch. So maybe I'll do that tribute video before the Switch 2 launches. So yeah. All right, let's get into some shout outs and discussions and all this good stuff. Shout outs to everybody. Oh my gosh, 50 people here already. Big love to everybody watching. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I expected maybe 50 people after like an hour or so, or maybe like 30, 40 minutes. All right. Shout outs to my man Dior. What's up, Dior? Welcome to the stream. Daniel Carney. What's up, Daniel? Welcome. Party message as I'm about to go to bed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll be up for the party tomorrow. Yeah, party man. Yeah, we're going to start streaming not tomorrow, but we're going to start streaming the day after. Actually, well, basically tomorrow, yeah. I'll be up early in the morning. I don't know exactly when I'll be streaming, but I'll be streaming really early. We'll be streaming hours beforehand. We're going to be going through bingo. We're going to be doing a couple giveaways, some prizes, some other stuff like that. So look forward to it. I think it's going to be pretty cool. We'll have some eShop cards to give away and some stuff like that. So it'll be fun, like a little fun little shindig. So we'll have a fun little shindig. Kevin, what's up, Kevin? Welcome to the stream. Bead Queen. What's up, Bead Queen? Anthony Smith, like always. Anthony Smith, I think it's time to get a profile picture, bro. You've been here for like 2-3 years with no profile picture. Time to get a profile picture. Pick your favorite video game character. Put that in the profile. David V in the house. What's up, David V? 777 OG. Young CA, what up, Young CA? Is it Beats? I don't know how to say your name. What's up, man? Welcome. April Fools related. I don't do April Fools, man. I don't do April Fools. I know that's tomorrow, but I don't do April Fools. So, yeah, there'll be nothing April Fools related from me. I don't like April Fools. My birthday month is in April. I've never been a fan of April Fools. So, yeah, you're not going to get any April Fools stuff from me. I hate April Fools. It's stupid. All right. Let's see here. I don't think I've ever done an April Fool's like video on this channel. If I did, I don't know. I was trying to clout chase or something, but I don't like April Fools. Let's see here. What's up, Christopher Rodriguez, though? Welcome. Hey, what's up, Shiner Dog? Left Salt Lake this morning. Now sitting in Portland. Yo, shout outs to Portland. Shout outs to Salt Lake. Let's go. Josiah Suarez. What's up, man? Thumbs up. Yes, sir. What's up, Cuts Lenovo? Welcome. What's up, Roger? Gonna miss the stream again due to my job. Hey, it's all good, bro. It's all good. I'll see you at the Nintendo Direct or Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. Or I think it's the Nintendo Direct for the Nintendo Switch 2. I think that's the official title. I don't know. Well, what's up though, guys? What's up, OJ? Nintendo YouTubers about to eat good, man. We've been eating good. We've been eating good in the neighborhood. The whole Nintendo Switch era was good eating. So I think it's even gonna get better here overall because of the quality of the system. I think it's obviously there's gonna be more third-party games. First-party games are gonna look better. I think it's gonna be a lot better system. So I think it's gonna be fun. When do you think Switch release date will be? Probably June. Hey, what's up, Muck Bro? Yes, sir. We are out here. Waiting Between Worlds. What's up, man? Welcome. Shout outs. How you doing today? What's good? What's good? Tuck West managed to get Wednesday off, so I'm gonna be Switch 2 hype all day. Yes, sir. Let's go. Beto says, "Can't believe the day has finally come." It's finally here, man. It's finally here. Is it April 1st or April 1st Switch 2 release day? No, the Switch 2 is not releasing on April 1st, Mega Lee. The Nintendo Switch 2 Direct is on April 2nd. So no, why would they release the system before they've even announced the system's price or release date or anything like that, my man? Watch the video so you know what's going on, Mega Lee. We've discussed this like a million times, so I don't know how you're confused on that. You're here way too often to be confused on, like, you know, I'm confused on that one. You're here a lot. But I know you watch the vids, so I don't know what's going on here, Mega Lee. I don't know why you're confused. Let's see here. You expect something Monolith Soft related at the Direct? Yeah, I did a predictions video where I said it's possible, for sure. So yeah, check out that predictions video when you get the opportunity. I went over a lot of my predictions. I'll go over them again, though, of course. Let me know what predictions you guys have. Some last second stuff that's coming up. Some weird stuff that's coming up. Yo, Chris the Strider Dog and 7Dio with the donos. You know what time it is. It's that time. Let's go. Shout outs, Anthony. And he says, dude, you have something in common with Chrono Trigger. Best game ever made. That's why it's vital to get HD2D remake for the Switch 2. Let's bleep and go. Yes, sir. LFG. Let's get it. Shout out to Chris the Strider Dog. You remember the Hokage and Stream Ninja. What's good? 7Dio as well. Says, may we have some Chrono tunes, OJ 30th. Everyone's got Chrono on their brain. Chrono on the mind. Chrono on the soul. Chrono on the roll. Let's go. Shout outs, man. Yeah, I feel you on that one, guys. Thank you. I didn't test my combos and all that tonight, but let's go. Let's get those combo breaks up, and let's go with some Chrono tunes. Before we get my man Chris the Shriner Dog at the top of the board. Anybody does $4.99 or more, you can beat out Mr. Chris the Shriner Dog on the top of the board. Hey, yo. All right, Chrono Trigger. Let's go with the main theme. Oh, no, let's go with the prehistoric. Chrono Trigger, prehistoric. We got to go with the prehistoric. It's always good. It's always good. Primitive Mountain is the official name. All right, here we go. Yeah. 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 Yeah, we got to get it going tonight. Let's go. Shout outs, guys. Are we still believing that FE4 remake is real? Yes. Yes, it is real. Logic. In my preview video, I talked about it again. So yeah. Let's see, RE4 remake is coming for sure. Maybe not at release. Yeah, I don't know about at release, but I'm guessing they'd probably want to get native ports of RE2, RE3 as well, and RE7 and RE8. So I think we're going to get a glut of RE games, just like we got on Switch. I mean, Switch had a ton of RE games. So, I mean, they even made an RE game for the Wii U. I mean, Resident Evil Revelations. I mean, nobody made anything. I mean, people made stuff for the Wii U, but, you know, they even put at least one game on that system. So, yeah, I'd expect there to be more RE games on the Switch, too. This week came quick as hell. I'm telling you, man. Xenoblade made it fly right by, bro. Xenoblade just made it just zoom. Zoom, zoom. Yeah. Ocarina of Time remake. Oh, let's go. Emmy for the top spot. Chrono Trigger, some bright out tunes. Let's fire. Yes, sir. Top spot. Good thing I didn't write it in yet. My man, 7Dio, you are the Hokage. And tied up with the Stream Ninja with my man Chris the Shriner Dog. Let's get some love to 7Dio supporting the stream tonight. Let's get it, baby. You guys' support really does help out, so I appreciate that. And remember, if you do drop a dono tonight, just put that music track in there, and I got you. So 7Dio, let's get you up here on the board with the 7. Top of the board, and then you're tied up with Chris the Shriner Dog, Chris TS, and 7Dio. The top of the Stream Ninja board. Anybody that's $4.99 and more, you beat up both of them. Let's go. Shout outs, guys. Sweep the board. Demon Slayer, sweep the board. All right, shout outs, man. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for the support, man. It really means a lot to me. Yeah. We'll get some write out tunes for you as well. Shout outs to 7Dio. Get some more, what's it called on here, too? While we're at it. And then also Evan sent with the Jow.
Summer release would be interesting and allow momentum in an otherwise slow period.
Yep.
We all know it will trounce Sony and Microsoft. The real question is, can it overcome its true rival, the OG Switch, and move the install base over beyond enthusiasts?
I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, the Nintendo Switch 1 was clearly beyond just enthusiasts, right? Shout outs to Evanson. He's an old school elite ninja. Thank you for the big $10 dono. You are now the Hokage and Stream Ninja. Anybody that's 10 or more, you can beat up my man Evanson, old school. Yo, good to see you here, Evanson. Yeah, the Nintendo Switch 1 transcended just the hardcore. It's not just the hardcore that play the Nintendo Switch 1. Like, a lot of people play it. Casuals play it as well. So Nintendo Switch 2, can it do that? Well, it's got to have the games in order to do that. So if Nintendo brings Mario Kart and it's great and they can market that right, if Smash Brothers comes, these are the type of games that'll get casuals and hardcore excited. Those are the type of games that got people to buy the Switch 1. Mario Party, they need to have a new Mario Party out. Obviously, Animal Crossing. These are all the games. So if they have all those games, they should be able to get more casual and core audience to play. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see for sure. I mean, yeah, Switch 2 is going to have all those games. I mean, it's Nintendo. Switch 2 is going to have Animal Crossing. It's going to have all the games that helped it get its install base right now. So once again, I think a lot of people are thinking in the old school terms. Nintendo always sells a pretty large amount to casual gamers. Like, if you look at the generations, a lot of people just, if you're talking about a home console, you'll just focus on home console, but then you'll forget that the portable was also there. Now, you have to remember, there's just one system. There is no portable. You know what I'm saying? There is no portable anymore, like regular portable. It's all together. So, even in Nintendo's worst years, Nintendo still sells like nearly 100 million systems, even in their worst. The Wii U 3DS sold 80 something, almost 90 million, right, together. You look at the GameCube and the GBA, that sold 100 million plus together. So a lot of you guys aren't necessarily looking at it that way. You're just looking at it from a home console standpoint, and you probably shouldn't, because that's how we got all the bad predictions for the Switch 1, was people just looking at it from a home console standpoint instead of looking at it like, oh, well, they're combining both, so you're gonna get the portable fans, you get the home console fans. Regardless, you're gonna have a lot of people that are excited, because that's just how Nintendo systems have always been from the start, you know, whether it's portable or home console. And now you have a hybrid device, so it's tough to bet against that and say, oh yeah, people aren't gonna want to buy. I mean, when has there ever been a time period in Nintendo's history that people don't want to buy something that Nintendo has, right? Like, there's almost never been a time period. There's always something that's popular or fairly popular, you know? So I doubt that it'd be too much of a problem, as long as Nintendo brings the games. I Love Coke Slurpees is back. Yo, what up? I Love Coke Slurpees. Thank you for the $5. This Persona 4 Remake registration leaked a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I talked about that as well. Do I think it's in this direct? No, I don't think the Persona 4 Remake is in this direct. I think that if there is a Persona 4 Remake, I think that Microsoft probably has some type of deal with them because of Game Pass or something like that. So that's my take on that, at least. But thank you so much. I Love Coke Slurpees. Thank you for the $5 dono. And we are going further. But of course, we got to do the overclock 15 minutes extended. I'll see what I can do tonight. It's already late, so I don't know how much more I can extend. But I'll try to do my best, boys and girls. Let's go.
Overclock Buster!
Shout out. Overclock. Let's get it. Thank you for the big support. All right, let me get some Ride Out tunes. Ride Out. All right, let's go. Thank you for the support, man. I appreciate that. Let's get it. Let's see, suddenly getting excited about video games again. Been pretty lean since the early last year. Yeah, I mean, definitely it was a little bit slow when it comes to some of the releases, but yeah, it's exciting again, for sure. NX Revolution, what's up, man? Yo, like a day and a half more time for Xeno. I know, got to get more time for Xeno. Got to get some green for the Switch 2 collection, LJ. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 7DO, appreciate you. Alonzo Vines is here. What up, Alonzo Vines? Shout outs to you, man. Appreciate you. Waiting Between Worlds, excited to see what's happening. Plus improved performance for Switch 1 games. We think that there's going to be that, Juan Carlos. Let's get that, but it does seem likely that is the case, for sure. Hopefully they bring the first Berserker Kazan to Switch 2. Yeah, that game looks okay. It's another Souls-like game, so I think I'm going to pass, but yeah, it'd be cool to have it, sure. What's up, T-Dude? Welcome to the stream. Final countdown. I think the Switch 2 is going to change the gaming industry, PlayStation and Xbox looping dry. So, I mean, I don't know if it's going to, like, I don't know what you mean by that. Like, I think that obviously Sony's doing really well right now. I mean, they're doing good. Ghost of Yotei is coming out this year as well. There's going to be Death Stranding too. So I think Sony's going to have a pretty good year. They've already sold pretty good so far too. So yeah, shout outs to Cyber Taurus with the Jojo.
I legit thought this was a stream replay or you were about to wrap up and I somehow missed the stream starting earlier notification.
Oh, man.
Silly me.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry. I was hanging out with my daughter tonight, man, guys. So, I mean, that's what I was doing. I'm sorry. I forgot to put it. I should probably release a stream schedule, but right now my schedule is still somewhat, it's good, but it's still somewhat shaky. So, shout outs to Cyber just with the Jojo. And also Jacob just back with the $3.
I took your advice and started Torna after finishing XC2 and that main battle theme is fire. My music selection is Battle. Torna.
All right, Battle Torna. Let's go. Big love to the homies coming through. I appreciate you guys, man. Seriously, big love to everyone coming through. Thank you dropping the donos. My man Cyber Toast with the big $10 dono. We out here, Jojo. You are out here tied up at the Hokage and Stream Ninja board. Hey yo, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Anybody does, or actually no, you tied them up. So anybody does tie them more, you can sweep the board. Demon Slayer, sweep the board. Let's go. And if you've already supported, just subtract the difference to get up on the Hokage board. Yo, shout outs, guys. Thank you guys for the love tonight. I know it's late and I didn't tell you guys about what was happening. I'm sorry. I just forgot, man, because I was like I was pretty busy today because I dropped that video this morning. So, and then I had to work out. So I'm trying to lose some weight, man. My weight's being a little stubborn around my stomach area. So I had to really go on a hardcore diet, in terms of things. So yeah, I've been thrown out of a little bit of a loop. It's not an excuse to not let you guys know, but I'm sorry, just because, like I said, my day's been kind of, you know, my stomach has been adjusting. I've been trying to eat less. I've been trying to obviously exercise more. So I'm doing that. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not big or nothing, but I just want some of this extra weight on the sides to go away. So I've really just been, like I said, it's been a little bit weird for me going forward in terms of my work schedule, my workout schedule and all that. But and of course my boy's getting older, so taking care of my family. But no, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming out tonight. Thank you guys for supporting. I appreciate that. Let's keep it rolling. Like I said, if you drop a dono, put that music suggestion in there. Cyber Taurus, if you want something, let me know. I love Coke Slurpees. Evan sent, if you want something, let me know. You guys already dropped donos, so I can play some tracks for you. So if you can put it in the chat if you want. Any thoughts on the FF9 remake stuff today? Yeah, I talked about that in my video today, Braden Pace. I said that, you know, hopefully there's something, you know, when it comes down to it. So yeah. So yeah, we'll see if it comes like to Switch 2 and all that. But yeah, I made a full video going over the information and the 25th anniversary stuff. So if you want to hear my full thoughts on that, you know, I mean, I can talk about it again here, but I essentially just said it'd be cool. You know, Final Fantasy 9's great. So it'd be dope if they actually released it. So yeah, hopefully. True, if it can sell Wii's during the Great Recession, then there's a good chance to weather the turbulent future. Yeah, I mean, like, at the end of the day, like, it's going to be enthusiasts that are buying it first. Enthusiasts buy it first, and people buy stuff when you show off that there's something to play. Like, if you show something that's good to play, people are going to buy it. Now, it doesn't have to sell as much as the Switch 1. Switch 1 sold a lot. But just as long as it sells good, that's all that matters. Just like, same thing with Sony. Sony's not sold as much as the PS2 since then, but nobody sits there and says, oh man, Sony's not selling nothing, you know, like that's not, you know, that's just not a thing. So yeah. Jujutsu Dojo, I'll show you that, do the trick, rolling, burn crazy calories. Yeah, I don't really feel like doing that though, to be honest. I just feel like kind of doing my own workouts and doing my own diet and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you, I appreciate that, man. Just to let you guys know, I have my bachelor's degree in kinesiology, so I actually know I actually know all the inner workings of the body and exercise and weightlifting and all of that. I'm just adjusting to it now, my new plan that I put together. But I went to school and I blew 20 grand on a kinesiology degree, so I actually know everything there is about, mostly everything there is about exercise in the body. I spent 4 years studying, but 5 years in school doing that for some reason. So yeah. But yeah, I appreciate it. Let's see here. Most interesting is how we'll improve Switch 1 games. I have 100 of them. I don't know if that's the most interesting. The most interesting is the new games. That's the most interesting for a system, is not necessarily old games, but new games, and what you're going to be able to play. But yes, I do think that it is going to be interesting to see. Not the most interesting thing. The most interesting thing for me is what's coming out new. What's the lineup? You know, what's the lineup of new games? I love Coke Slurpees. Says with the $10 dono, and says not likely to happen, but my dream announcement is Ocarina of Time remake. That is a director's cut. Add back in light, wind, and ice temples and cut medallion powers as the alt gameplay mode. Yeah, I mean, I think that a Ocarina of Time remake or a re-release is definitely something that could happen. I wouldn't rule it out completely. But yeah, I don't know about all the other stuff that you said, but yeah, we'll see for sure. I mean, that would be a big remake, man. Shout outs to I Love Coke Slurpees. You are now the sole Hokage, and you are tied up on the streaming board. We got a 3-way tie between I Love Coke Slurpees, Cyber Taurus, and Evansent. Let's go. Shout outs. Thank you so much. I Love Coke Slurpees. Anybody that's 10 or more, you can tie up or beat out I Love Coke, or 15, you can tie up or beat out Mr. I Love Coke Slurpees. Yeah, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Let's get your name up on both boards on here. Not that I care, but I'm surprised Activision didn't make proprietary engine to port Call of Duty to Switch just because the massive install base. Yeah, Activision said that they messed up. I remember they said, yeah, if they would have known that it would have done well, I think Bobby Kotick said that. Bobby Kotick said, yeah, we just messed up, you know, like, my bad. Essentially, that's what he said, my bad. Because they made a Call of Duty on the Wii U. They made 2 Call of Duty games on the Wii U. They made multiple Call of Duty games on the Wii. They made Call of Duty games on the DS, and they decided, hey, Nintendo's most successful system, pretty much Nintendo's most successful system of all time. The DS was the most sold, but the Switch made a bazillion times more revenue than the DS did. It's not even close. So Nintendo's most successful system of all time, Activision said, nah, we're good. So yeah. which is funny. But Wii U got 2 Call of Duty games, Black Ops and Call of Duty Ghosts. Big love though. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate that. I love Coke Slurpees. Like I said, anybody does 15 or more, you can be I love Coke Slurpees on the board. Let's go. Thank you for the big 15, man. Appreciate you. But let's see here. Can you play Forest Temple? Yeah, I can play Forest Temple right after this. Thank you so much. Who was that? Coke Slurpees? Appreciate that. If you want another track, let me know. You did another dono, so let me know and I got you. What's up, Mr. Black? Watched the video. I forgot you mentioned it. Hey, it's all good, Mr. Black. Thank you for watching. Good to see you here. Mr. Brett is here as well. What's up, Mr. Brett? How you doing today, sir? Good to see you as well. Or, all right, let's see here. You said you wanted Forest Temple. Forest Temple. All right, Ocarina. And then Cyber Torch with another $5 Ninja Peak.
3-way combo breaker, anyone?
Well, it gets you up, not quite, because Cyber Taurus, it's got to be more than 10 per singular one. But what it does get you, it gets you tied up with my man I Love Coke Slurpees on the Hokage board as well. So there you go. Mr. Cyber Taurus, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Let's get you up here on the board. So we have a 3-way tie. The highest singular dono is 10 between anybody here tonight. So you guys are all tied up there. And then Cyber Taurus, once again, ties up with my I Love Coke Slurpees with 15 for the total amount. So thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I love Coke Slurpees and Cyber Taurus out here. Cyber Taurus, if you want some music, let me know. I got you, man. I got you for a few tracks. You haven't requested anything yet. So yeah. I'm gonna go against conventional wisdom and say DLSS will be mentioned in the direct. Yeah, I don't know if I don't think they'll say the name. Will they say the name DLSS or will they say the name like enhanced image quality? Like, will enhance the way the game looks. Remember, Nintendo didn't even say 60 frames per second with with the Nintendo's or with Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. So they didn't even say 60 frames per second. They said enhanced frame rate. They said enhanced frame rate. So I'm gonna just say they're gonna say enhanced, enhanced looking games, enhanced games. They're gonna say something like that. I don't know if they're gonna say DLSS. That just sounds so unlike Nintendo to mention technical aspects. I don't even remember the last time Nintendo mentioned a technical aspect of their game, of their system. Like, when was the last time they actually mentioned technical aspects? It must have been like the N64. I don't even remember it in the GameCube. I'm pretty sure they said something with the GameCube, but I don't remember it with the GameCube. But since I can say definitively, since the Wii, they have not mentioned a single thing about technical aspects outside of like basic general information, like enhanced, enhanced visuals, stuff like that. It can exclusive games or enhanced visuals, or hey, there's color on our Game Boy Color now. Oh, a backlit screen. Oh wow, a better display with OLED. Like they don't really talk about technical aspects. Or they'll say, oh, increased RAM, or oh, increased storage, or not RAM, sorry, increased storage amount. So yeah, they didn't mention like the new Nintendo, like for example, the new Nintendo DS, or no, sorry, not the Nintendo, the Nintendo DSi is actually somewhat significantly more powerful than the Nintendo DS, and I don't think they ever even mentioned that. And then like they mentioned that, oh yeah, there's stuff now, but like the system has way more RAM. The system is actually beefier, in order to get like their shop going, because Nintendo didn't have a shop on the DS originally, and then they made a shop on the DS, like a really ghetto shop, but it was there, So like that needed more horsepower. They got it going, and people bought the hell out of the DSi, man. That was super popular. The camera and all that type. They added a crap ton of stuff to that, and they just went over the basic stuff. They never talked about like exactly how much more powerful or like what graphical techniques. But you know what, Brett, you could be right though, bro. Like Nintendo might mention DLSS. Who knows? I don't know if they will, but they might. It's possible. We need FF13 on Switch too. You have a strange idea of what need means, but I mean, yeah, sure. If it came over, that'd be great. So they owe Nvidia though. Do they owe Nvidia, or does Nvidia owe Nintendo? It's a partnership. I don't think it's one-sided. It was good for both of them. But don't get me wrong. Yes, it was nice. Obviously Nintendo coming off the Wii U, but yeah, I don't know if they owe them that to say, hey, look, it's this. Like, I'm not sure if they owe them it. Like, they have to. But yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying though, for sure. FF Tactics is coming apparently. Apparently it's coming. 4K might not even be a thing yet. We'll see. Yeah, right now, guys, there's people saying, oh, there's dev kits leaked. There's no 4K of this. Guys, it is. let's just wait till tomorrow. Let's wait till we actually get games and stuff. That's why I didn't really report on none of it, because it's just like, well, one, I didn't have the time, but two, it's just like, people are just, at this point, people are just saying things. Like, people are just randomly saying things. The system, we're going to get more information tomorrow, or essentially tomorrow. We're going to get the direct tomorrow. And then we're going to get, obviously, there's going to be more developer reports and more stuff that comes out actually once they can talk about the game. So once we do that, then it'll be okay. But right now, people are just, a lot of stuff is just flying around. Nintendo barely even mentioned the fact that the second revision of the Switch had better battery life. That's true. They did not. They barely even wanted to mention that. But I think they also wanted to keep it to where it's not like, oh, you can't buy the regular Switch, because the price was the same. It was the same price. So they were like, we don't want to make it seem like there's more value with this one, you know, because then people aren't going to buy the old stock. Sub Dank Meme. Mate, it's April 1st tomorrow. Cesspool of info will drop. I mean, I don't know how much is going to drop that we can rely upon, though, Dank. I wouldn't necessarily take anything seriously, especially tomorrow. Tomorrow's April Fool's. So if I were you guys, I would not take anything seriously in terms of information or like rumors until we get the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct is on, you know, on Wednesday. So if I were you guys, I would just say disregard anything that comes up until this point, you know, and just take it with a super minuscule grain of salt and just wait till Wednesday. Wednesday's coming. More developers will talk after Wednesday, so then we'll get that. We don't got to sit there and we're sniping, trying to get sniped, you know, leaked news like a day before the show. That doesn't even make any sense. So that's why, like I said, I haven't really been reporting on too many other rumors outside of like pre-order stuff. Haven't really been reporting on anything, or maybe like that second screen. I mean, I haven't been talking about it too much. There's been other rumors that I just said, guys, we'll just wait. Just wait. Shout outs to DeAndre with the $2 dono. This Pokemon X trainer theme, Direct is so close. Yes, it is so close. All right, let me play this Forest Temple theme first, though, and then we're going to get your music. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's only April Fool's for the U.S., though. Bro, April Fool's is worldwide. If you think it's only for the U.S., you ain't been on the internet, Mr. Black, because April Fool's extends to everywhere. There are people in Yugoslavia that will April Fool's you if you're not careful. So don't say that. Trust me. You must be new on the internet, or you must be you must think that you think it's only Americans that do that? No. You'll get April Fools from somebody in Russia, or somebody in Antarctica or something, bro. North Pole, Santa Claus will, bro. It's the internet. People will take anything and troll, no matter where you live. So yeah, man. Whatever. Yugoslavia doesn't exist. Well, when it did exist, trust me, they were probably doing April Fools. If there was internet, they were doing it. And whatever's there that replaced Yugoslavia or whatever, they probably do. Somebody from there will probably do April Fools as well. Let's see. Is it possible that we get Pokken 2 reveal? I mean, it's always possible, but there's been no rumors or information on Pokken Tournament 2. No. Shout outs to my man DeAndre. Thank you for the $2 dono, getting us that. Oh my gosh, we're getting so close to the 1 hour. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that, but I'll go as far as I can tonight, guys, because I've got so much editing to do for tomorrow. I've got so much editing to do. Pokemon X trainer theme. All right. Smash Bros. Ultimate Deluxe. I don't think they're going to do a Smash Bros. Ultimate Deluxe. No, I don't think they're going to do one, because it's already backwards compatible. Hey, what's up? Juice Man Vaughn says, bro will get finessed by Somalis on April 1st. Exactly. Talk about it. It's only in the U.S. Yeah, right. Oh, man. Yeah, right. Let's see here. Level 5 Japanese studio did an April Fool's joke with Animal Crossing using Fantasy Life. Exactly. A Japanese studio did an April Fool's. Cybertoast with the $2. Drop me a Metroid Dread track, please, and thank you, sir. Yes, sir. And Cyber Taurus, you have cleared out on the Hokage board. You're down the Soul Hokage with the 17. And if it is 17 or more total for the stream, beat up my man Cyber Taurus. And yeah, we're going to get that after the Pokemon X theme. We're going to get your Metroid Dread track. Thank you so much. Still got a 3-way tie at the top for the Stream Ninja. Largest donor of the stream, 10. Appreciate you guys. Let's go. What are the chances of GameCube NSO reveal? I'd say it's 50-50, so it's a pretty good chance. Quite hard, yeah. 4K gaming's over. I mean, most games don't even play in 4K, and if you do play it in 4K, the frame rate is not where you'd want it to be, even on PS5 Pro. So yeah, only if you play in performance mode. If you play in like obviously quality mode. So yeah, I'm not really worried about 4K. I'm really more worried about how the games are, how they look, how they play. I'm worried about the games. I don't really care. I mean, I play in portable mode in 720p on my Switch. Sometimes it dips below that. Xenoblade Chronicles X is more lit than pretty much every single game I've played on PS5 and Xbox Series, with the exception of like Metaphor Refantasio. I think the lit levels for those games are just about equal, for me at least. But yeah, I'm really worried about the actual games. Give me the games, baby. Shout outs to Nitro Wolf 902 with the 5 Canadian dollars. Maple syrup, boy. Speaking of maple syrup, I just got me some new premium high quality monk fruit maple syrup from the gods over there in Canada. So I appreciate you guys dropping that healthy maple syrup for your boy OJ out there, because you know I'm trying to lose a little bit off the sides. So I appreciate that, Nitro Wolf, with the $5. And he says, I really hope the indie devs can get dev kits someday. About to release a game on Steam Deck, and it runs really well. A gateway to the industry. Yeah, you guys are going to get dev kits. It's just going to be a little bit later for sure. Just like the Switch One. A lot of indie devs didn't have dev kits at first. So, I mean, there wasn't a ton of indie games. And there was a point, believe it or not, with the Switch One that people were complaining that there wasn't enough indie games, right? Like, there wasn't enough indie games. There's no indie games. And, of course, the Switch ended up becoming the indie central overall, outside of Steam, at least, right? So yeah, expect you guys are going to get them. Like I said, it'll just probably be a little bit, they don't want everything flooded too early, too fast, just like Switch One. So, yeah, shout outs to Nitro Wolf though, man. I'll check out your game for sure. Check out your game for sure, man. Let's go. Shout outs to Nitro Wolf though. Appreciate you, brother. But yeah, you're gonna get them at some point. So yeah. So I love monk fruit in my coffee. Yeah, man. Yeah. Do we think Switch 2 could have VR at launch? No. No. I don't think there's gonna be any VR, especially high quality VR. No. Labo VR. I mean, maybe, but I doubt Nintendo's gonna go. Like, Labo VR was a flop, so I doubt they're gonna sit there and do VR when Labo VR was a flop. PS5 VR is a flop. All VR is a flop. The only thing having somewhat is like what, Oculus. That's about it, right? And even then, that's not anything to write home about. So, yeah, I don't see it, but I mean, it's possible. But I don't see it, but I mean, it could definitely happen. Which I always say that, but I mean, I'm just saying, So yeah, I'm still expecting pre-orders to go live as soon as we hear the price. I think pre-orders will go live. Yo, Phil Rube says, man, OJ, you've been on the grind for so long. We're in the gaming space to see someone both stream and make videos at the clip that you do. Much appreciated. Yeah, no problem. I mean, when I say that, I'm working all the time, man. I'm always working. I mean it when I say that. I'm working a lot. I'm always trying to get you guys, I don't just sit here and play video games all day. I only got 40 hours in Xenoblade Chronicles X, so that tells you everything that you need to know. On any bit of free time I got, I'm playing the game when I'm not with my boy or editing. But yeah, this job, man, it takes a lot of work, bro. It takes a lot of work. I'm not gonna sit here and say like I have harder jobs than you guys, because a lot of you guys have tough jobs. I'm definitely not gonna say that. A lot of you guys have, jobs where you gotta, talk to your boss and you gotta do all y'all gotta do. So you guys' jobs are definitely tougher than mine, for sure. But I will say that in terms of content creation, man, you gotta have a passion, because it's not like I'm getting, millions of views per video or even hundreds of thousands of views for a video. Sometimes I only get like 5,000 or 6,000. Sometimes we do better, 20, 30, 40, 50K, sometimes 100K. But yeah, it's kind of wishy-washy all over the place, but at the same time, you got to have passion for what you're doing. No matter how a video does, or good or bad, you got to be ready to go the next day with something, So that's just how it is, man. Even Sunday, I spent my Sunday editing 2 videos. I edited a video in the morning, and I edited a video for today as well. So even your days off, you got to get something going, man. That's just how it is. Just how it is. All right, let's get that Pokemon Trainer X theme battle music. Shout out to my man DeAndre. Big love to Cyber Taurus as well. Metroid Dread track up next. Remember, if you drop a dono, put your music request in the message, or if you can't fit it, I can just put in the chat and I got you if you drop a dono. Also, just selling 10 million, announcing a balance fixes has got me hyped. I think they'll do 15 million by the end of the year. It might even do more than 15 million by the end of the year. Yeah, it might even do more than that. Let's see. Do you think we'll see Monolith Soft's new IP at the Direct? It's definitely possible. I don't know if it's going to be Xenoblade 4 though. In my predictions video, I talked about that a little bit, but I'm not really sure. We'll have to wait and see. Also, too many complained that there wasn't enough AAA third party at launch. That was many had the narrative Switch must have AAA third party games otherwise. Yeah. There was that too, which it didn't really have any AAA at launch. So I mean that's a fair complaint. Upper Nimbus with the 12 months with the Jonah just says Switch 2 is hype real. Switch 2 hype is real. Hope you're well, OG. I'm doing good. Good A from down under. To all the awesome people here in the chat. Hey, shout outs to Upper Nimbus. Appreciate you, brother. Excuse me. I love Coke Slurpees with another $5 dono. Let's go. I love Coke Slurpees. Passing up Cyber Toast with 20. Just, how long did it take you as a creator to make a substantial living doing YouTube? You could feed you and your family. I mean, it's hard to tell, man, because my channel was established in like 2010, my first channel, so people kind of knew me from there. I didn't make anything 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013. I failed in 2012 to try to make a living doing this. 2010, 2012, or from 2010 to the end of 2017, I did not make enough. So for about 7 years, I wasn't full-time the whole time though. I didn't only go full-time. I tried full-time in 2012 to about 2014. I failed. And then I tried again full-time from 2017 around Breath of the Wild launch. And then by the end of the year, because the Switch was doing so well, that's what got it to where I was like, okay, I'm making enough to break even. Like, I'm not making any money. I'm just breaking even on, like, my bills. Like, I'll have, like, $10 left over at the end of the month. Like, I have enough to feed my, like, pay my mortgage, feed my family, and that's about it. Pay my mortgage, feed my family. There's nothing extra. So by the end of 2017, that's when it happened. So it's hard to tell, right? Because I was on and off. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, it took me about a year. But I already built up a bit, like, multiple thousands of people here. So it's kind of hard to say. So if we just added up everything, I'd say it took me, let's just say 8 years. 8 years to do that. If you add up everything, 8 years. But once again, I wasn't full-time for those whole 8 years, Shout outs though. I love Coke Slurpees. I appreciate you, man. With the $20, anybody else $20 total? I love Coke Slurpees on the board. Hey yo. Shout out Cyber Taurus and I love Coke Slurpees still have the top Stream Ninja spots. Let's go. I don't think Splatoon 4 will be there. We'll see. Anyone check out the Nintendo Today calendar? I think it's cool to see. Yeah, I checked it out today too. So glad I took Wednesday off. Yes, Ryan Tyler. Take Wednesday off, baby. With the April Fools coming, beware of April Fools disguised as Switch 2 leaks. You don't have to tell me this, Minato Mario. I've been around for many Nintendo launches. I've been around for the Wii launch, the Wii U launch. I was online in the Wii launch. I was online because of M4G. So I've been online in the Wii launch, the Wii U launch, the 3DS, the DSi launch. I was online for that too, N4G. DSi or DS launch. I was even for the DS launch, yeah. DS launch, DSi launch, Nintendo 3DS launch, 3DS, whatever, new Nintendo 3DS launch, Wii U, Switch. I've been on for so many, so it's, you don't gotta tell me that. I know. Johnny says, "What up, Johnny? Welcome to the stream, brother." 777, what up? Says Xenoblade X2, bro. At this point, I would want that. This point, I would want that, man. So we'll see. Will Nintendo try to position a digital-only Switch 2? No, because they already positioned the Switch as playing physical games. So why would they position a digital-only Switch 2 when they already showed a Switch that was like, hey, look, your Switch 2 will play physical games, and they say, not so much. Never mind. No. Let's see here. Anthony Smith, do you like April Fool? Okay, he's talking to Minato Mario. Takes a lot of time and work most of the time. Yeah, man. Yo, Simeon Corn with the 100 core crystals. Thank you for the 100 core crystals. Says, even OJ just getting in. I've been playing Metaphor all day. Oh, maxed out all bonds and close to the end game. Got to go to bed, OJ. My music request is Legend of Zelda Spirit Temple. Nice fit on Octopath Traveler 1+2 physical release. Worth buying because it's a rare in the future. Yes, it is. I'm going to, real quick, I'm going to play that since you're going to sleep, and then I'll get to your Metroid music, all right, Mr. Cyber Taurus? So let me get that because he is going to sleep. It's already late. So, all right, let's see here. Spirit Temple, Ocarina of Time, and then we're going to get the Metroid Dread music right after that. All right, let's go. Thank you for the 100 core crystals. Appreciate that. Getting close to that 60, guys. Noah and Mio in the chat. Let's go. Thank you guys so much for your support, though, man. For real, it means a lot. Let's go. Let's see here. Let's see. Plus, you were banned for 3 months with the DGen stream. That was after I think I already started enough to make a living, Dank, right? If I'm not correct. Did I get banned before that? I might have been, but I don't remember. But yeah, I mean, I was on, like, I think I got, like, I was on unemployment for a bit, in 2017, but it was, like, barely anything. I mean, it just wasn't much, you know, and then, yeah, by the end of the year, things were looking a little bit better. Because the Switch was doing really well. So that's why, I mean, listen, guys, I was really pushing. I was like, yo, this Switch, it's got to be successful, man. I need it to be successful. This is going to be good for everyone if this system's successful. There was a lot of people who felt that the Switch, you know, they were trying to not sabotage it, but they were just trying to clickbait. Their success doesn't ride on whether the Switch does well or not, so they don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Whereas for me, I mean, obviously, you know, I know a lot about Nintendo, so my knowledge on Nintendo is going to be valuable only if there's a base of people that actually care. With the Wii U, it didn't matter because nobody really played the system. 3DS was a little bit different, so yeah, man, it's one of those things to where it's just, you know, it's good if the system does well. So yeah, that's responding to what I said. April Fools. Oh, okay, yeah, I got you. Okay, it's all good. Why do you think Nintendo hasn't given us Wind Waker Twilight Princess Switch port? Probably because they're leaving it for, like, maybe emulation for the NSO. That could be the only reason that I'm thinking of. Or they wanted to give the room for Legend of Zelda, Skyward Sword, and Link's Awakening, and Breath of the Wild, and you know, and Tears of the Kingdom to sell. You know, so I think that'd probably be the only thing that I can think of. Let's see, will there be any Street Pass functionality? I don't know if there will be, Aro, or Ro. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe they'll let us know about that on Wednesday. Hey, LJ, will it be the same time as the last direct? No, the last direct was at 7 a.m. PT. This one's going to be at 6 a.m., so 1 hour earlier. Wherever you are in the world, 1 hour earlier than the previous direct. So 6 a.m. PT, 6 a.m. PT, 9 a.m. Eastern time. So yeah. OJ, is it true that you'll be streaming this straight for the next 34 hours? No, it's not true. I never said that. You're joking. I think those HD ports are coming, but it'll be later. Easy Switch 1 support into the life of Switch 2. I mean, yeah, it's possible. An X Revolution, but we'll see. We'll see how they go about it or what they do with that. At this point, they're probably just going to put the games on NSO. Yeah, maybe. Like I said, we'll see. Right guy with the Ninja Peach. Thank you so much for the $5 dono. Yo, we out here. Almost at 60. Noah and Mio almost in the house tonight. Let's go. Shout outs, guys. I appreciate y'all. Let's get it. I know late night stream out of nowhere, but y'all out here tonight. Let's go. Y'all out here. Let's hit you with the combo break. I'm gonna give you guys some combo breakers. Let's go. Big love. Big love. All right, let's get this next track up. Metroid Dread track coming through. Let's get some Metroid Dread music. Let's go. All right, here we go. OJ, what is April Fool's? It's a April 1st of every year. April 1st, people make up random jokes and stuff to try to trick people online. So just call it April Fool's, or even in person. So yeah, it's stupid. Brett with the $2. He says, I put money on Killer Instinct 2013. Killer Instinct 2013. Does Microsoft even care about that game anymore? Yeah, maybe. I don't know if they care about it anymore. But you know what I do care about? I care about Noah and Mio and hitting that 60 on the board. Let's go! Overclock. Cook. Destroyed. Let's go. And Johnny with the $4.99. It's time to get those pre-orders. Put your dollars in your pockets. Who here has heard the dollars in the pocket story? I know a lot of you guys have heard it, but who here has actually heard it? Because I removed the notification that I used to have for that. Y'all, if y'all want me to do the story for dollars in your pockets, let me know. Let me know if you want me to tell the story for the dollars in your pockets story. Shout out to Johnny. You get dollars in the pockets. Combo breaker. Just put the Cinder sound into my head. Yeah. Cinder! Cinder's my favorite Killer Instinct. I was about to say Mortal Kombat Killer Instinct character. All right. Here's the dollars in the pocket story. First of all, I appreciate the dollars in the pockets, Mr. Johnny. Put the pre-orders in the pockets. So one time, it was a long time ago, decades ago, I was at the homie's house. We were playing Mario Kart Double Dash. And back in the day, we used to have this game called Flippin' Dollars. You used to take $1. I don't know, this ain't $1, but just imagine this was $1. You take $1, you flip, you fold it on the top, You fold it on the bottom. You got the heads and the tails. You flip it. Whatever somebody calls something, if it's two of the like heads, that's evens. Or if it's two tails, that's evens. If it's a different heads and tails, that's odds. Whoever calls it right takes the dollar. You get it wrong, you don't. So we used to do that all the time. We'd be gambling like crazy. So we'd be flipping dollars at school, flipping dollars off campus, flipping dollars at homes and all that. But we went to my homie's house, my homie J-Man. J-Man, parents don't like gambling. They weren't down with the whole gambling, all that type of stuff. They didn't like it. So we were at his house. We were at a birthday party. We were all chilling. We were having pizza. We were having burgers. We were just eating. We were having a good time, bro. We were hanging out with all the homies. And we were playing video games. We had Mario Kart set up. We had Mario Kart Double Dash set up. So we were flipping dollars and people were winning money. Everybody was having a good time. It was one of the best parties I've ever been to. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, bro, out of nowhere, my man J-Man, his dad, because we're at his house for his birthday, his dad busts into the room. It says, "Hey, fellas! Hey, fellas!" And he's smiling, bro. And he's a tall dude. He looked like Abraham Lincoln. And he's like, "Hey, fellas! Emancipation Pro..." No, I'm joking. He said, "Hey, fellas, put your dollars in your pockets." And it was so funny. I swear, we were all like frozen, just like, and then at that moment, it was the same moment when we were playing Mario Kart. Wario was like this. So he was like this, and Wario was like this in the Wario Stadium. So ever since that point, me and the homies, we all say, "Hey, fellas, put your dollars in your pockets." So we've been doing that for decades now. Oh, man. Rip the Palmyra banknotes. They want to be flipping dollars because those were new type of banknotes. It's hard. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, Minato Mario, but like I said, back in the day, we'd be flipping dollars. It was fun. Yeah, it's a funny story, man. It's a fun. And listen, we didn't even stop flipping the dollars, bro. Once he left, we were just like flipping every like in intervals. We'd be like looking, hearing at the door. All right, he ain't coming. All right, flip. He ain't coming. All right, flip. But yeah, it was great, man. We were playing Devil May Cry. We were playing Mario Kart. We were playing all sorts of cool games. It was dope. Let's see here. Imagine his dad with some squid. No, he was actually clean shaven. He just kind of reminded me of Abraham Lincoln. His look, his face reminded me of Abraham Lincoln. But he didn't have a beard. He was clean shaven, tall, real skinny, tall guy. He just reminded me of Abraham Lincoln. If he wore a top hat, he could be Abraham Lincoln. So it was fun. It was just funny. I love Coke Slurpees with another $5 dono. Says, what are your top 5 direct wish list items? Ooh, good question. Mine are Ocarina of Time, new game, Zelda TP, Final Fantasy, remake, let's see here, Persona 4 remake, Mario Odyssey 2. My top are, obviously Mario Kart. I want to get that. I want to get new 3D Mario. I'd love to see something from Fire Emblem. I'd love to see a Monolith soft title, and probably something from like Square Enix, like a Chrono Trigger HD 2D, or like Dragon Quest, something like that. That'd be dope. Yeah, all that would be good. Shout out to my man, I love Coke Slurpees, now increasing the Hokage lead to a blistering 25. Anybody that's 25 or more, you can beat up my man. Let's go. I love Coke Slurpees with the $25 total. Let's go. Shout out to I love Coke Slurpees. If you want some music, let me know, and I got you, brother. Are they gonna show games though, or is it just more Switch 2 info? Of course they're gonna show games. It's a direct, Pokemon Marbles. At Directs, what do they show at Nintendo Directs? They show games. They wouldn't call it a Nintendo Direct if they weren't gonna be showing games. Kevin with the $2 and says, my Switch 2 Direct prediction is that Chrono Trigger HD 2D, FF9, and Zelda remake, but I would like to see a remake of Joe and Mac. Can we get any music from Star Ocean? Oh, okay, Joe and Mac. I don't think we're gonna get anything from there, but you never know. You never know. And yes, I'll get some Star Ocean music for you. So yeah, let's go. Do you think Street Fighter 6 will be on Switch 2? It's possible. OJ, I need Final Fantasy IX remake. Me too. Shout outs to Kevin. Thank you for the 2. I don't know. I thought they said it's just more Switch 2 info. No, they never said that. They said a Nintendo Switch. They said a Nintendo Switch Direct for the they said a Nintendo Direct for the Nintendo Switch 2. Whenever you have a Nintendo Direct, unless they say it's like, oh, it's like Nintendo Direct for the theme park or a Nintendo Direct for like a movie. If it's a Nintendo Direct for a video game system, that's not info on just the system. Don't get me wrong, there'll be info on the system, but that's also games. That's also games as well. Nintendo Direct means games. So if they say, hey, there's a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch, that doesn't mean info on the Nintendo Switch. That means games. I mean, like I said, there might be info too, like they gave us info on the new digital system, and sometimes they'll give us info on other things, but mainly Nintendo Direct means games at the end of the day. So there's really not any confusion there. Mustache Man with the $2 says Fire Emblem music. All right, I got you, Mustache Man. Let's go. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the big support, Mustachioed Man. No, that's too much. 74. Yo, combos, we racking up tonight. Let's go. Let's get some new music here, guys. We got to get some music from Genova quick. Okay, let's get that first. Genova Quickening Final Fantasy Remake. All right. Thank you so much. We'll get that up since I Love Coke Slippers. You've been dropping some love. So we're going to... Actually, you know what? This is copyrighted. So if you want to pick something else, I can play it. But Nobuo Uematsu's music directly is copyrighted, so I cannot play that. Let me get some... wait, whose music am I missing first? Let me get the... So Coke Slippers, pick something else. Star Ocean. Let me get Star Ocean music first, and then we'll get the Fire Emblem music after that. Star Ocean music. All right, big love. And also, shout out to Sicilian Gamer with the $2 holla. $2? Can you holla for the $2? Shout outs, man. I appreciate you. Says my Megaton prediction, Switch 2 is delayed. Yeah, that's not a... Delayed from where? Delayed from 2025? No, it's not happening. No. 1 minute. All right, I got you. Take your time. I love Coke Slurpees. I got you, brother. Switch 2 Direct is very likely going to be the most viewed video on Nintendo's YouTube channel again. I mean, it's definitely possible for sure. Yeah. Feels like this is the first Direct in a minute that my expectations are high on. Yeah, it's probably the first Direct that I'm like really high on expectations since like 2023. That was the last time that I was actually like, okay, because we still needed Tears of the Kingdom. We still needed, Pikmin 4. There was still like a lot of games that should be coming out. We still got some surprises left. We knew that there was going to be some more games. So 2023 was the last time that I was actually excited, like, oh my God, for like a Nintendo Direct. So not at this point, which it's crazy Nintendo had Directs in 2024 as well. And like people were like, they're bad or good, whatever. People didn't care because Switch 2 was coming. We knew Switch 2 was coming. But yeah, man. Can't wait for Switch 2 sentences and possible memes. The memes are coming, Massive Rican. Oh, they're coming. They're coming. But I'm, okay, you're talking to him. You're talking to somebody else. Shout outs, though. I need to return to Zelda formula. Not a fan of Sandbox, Breath and Tears. I mean, I don't know. They might do a little bit more of a hybrid. But those games sold incredibly well. So I don't think they're just going to abandon that and go straight back to how it was before. I think it might be a little bit of a hybrid form factor. But yeah, those Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild outsold every single other console game combined. So I don't know. I think that they're definitely going to try to do more of traditional, but still try to do new things. I don't think they're going to just go back to straight up how it was before. Like, just straight up that. Like, they did that for how long, But, like, hardcore Zelda fans, you guys will play the same thing over and over again until the end of time. Like, it don't matter. Like, like hardcore, like, they can literally make Ocarina of Time over and over and over and over again, and you guys will make, this is great, this is great, this is great, this is great. Like, they can make the same game between Twilight Princess and Ocarina of Time and just alternate making it seem as if it's a different game, and Zelda fans will be like, it's great, it's great, it's great, it's great, like every time, so so I understand how a lot of hardcore Zelda fans are, y'all don't ever want any changes. Let's see here. Shout outs to my man DeAndre with the $5 and says, OJ, what equipment do I need to start streaming? What do you use? That's like a DM question, so I'll DM me and I got you on that one. To support the song with the $2 says, Megaton prediction, 2, only DSP gets switched too early. Oh, my goodness. Only DSP gets a switch too early. That's not happening. DSP ain't getting nothing early. Nothing. Just like these combo breaks. Just like these combo breaks. Let's go. Let's see here. Skyward Sword HD came and went like a wet fart. Well, the wet fart don't come and go. You got to take care of that. I enjoyed it, but it doesn't hold weight to Breath of the Wild. I mean, yeah, I think to me that was the litmus test because people were complaining about, Breath of the Wild and, I need the old school. I'm like, okay, well, Skyward Sword's coming out. That's old school. That's the dungeons. That's all that. A lot of you guys haven't played it. Switch has a way bigger install base. And yeah, it didn't do that great. Although not everybody loves Skyward Sword over, like, the difference would be like Twilight Princess or Wind Waker. Those would have probably done better than Skyward Sword, but I doubt it would have done anywhere near, you know, what Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom have done, because those games have like mega mass appeal. Old school Zelda does not have mega mass appeal. It has mass appeal, but it doesn't have like mega mass appeal. So yeah, we'll see what they do. My guess is that they'll do more of a hybrid. They'll actually make the Hyrule field not so bland like it is in like Twilight Princess and that, like it'll be like a nice little smaller open world, right? Like smaller in scope, but activities, but then you'll also have like a number of dungeons that you can do as well. So that kind of makes it a little bit better for everyone. You know, that's my guess, is that they'll do that. But you can't completely get rid of the open world formula, like completely, because like I said, you sold 50 something million copies of Tears of the Kingdom Breath of the Wild, like, yeah. And your traditional Zeldas did not do anywhere near that. So yeah. Paul Gale with the $1 donut says, I'm going to start a new countdown series. We have the release dates of Nintendo Switch 2. If you think they'd be good as shorts on your channel, let me know. For now, actually, they would be fantastic as shorts on my channel, Paul Gale, and I would love for us to talk about that more. That is a damn good idea. But I mean, wouldn't you want that for your channel? But I mean, if you want to do that for my channel, I am down to have you do some countdowns, or we can figure that out. But I mean, it's up to you, bro. But those would be fantastic if you have the time. So yeah. Let's see here. I would have bought Skyward Sword HD, but I hear they kept the annoying controls. They actually did not keep the annoying controls, because they actually gave you motion controls, and they gave you button controls. So you can use the analog stick to slice. You can use all the buttons to do everything. You do not have to just use motion controls. So I'm not sure who you're watching or what's happening, but yeah, that's definitely not true. So you should watch this channel so you can actually get the information on all that, because we went over it. But no, if you want motion controls, they got motion controls for you. If you want button controls, they got button controls for you too. So yeah. OJ, I have a feeling that pre-ordering Switch 2 will be a pain. We'll see, Brandino. I think traditional crowd will be associated with remakes at this point. That's where you get a smaller Hyrule Ocarina of Time remake. Yeah, I don't see Nintendo making a massive Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom Zelda again, though. Like, I don't see them doing that. PsychoPie says, Astral Chain, maybe, McFly. OJ, I may be overhyping this, but this will be the best Direct yet. Do you think they'll change the visual style of the Direct rather than standing in front of a green screen? I don't think so, no. I think it'll be like that, but maybe like a little bit more flair, a little bit different. But I don't know what format they're gonna go with, you know. I actually don't know the format 100%. Like, but it's a Direct, so we kind of know what the format is. All right, let's see here. Next up is Fire Emblem music. Fire Emblem music. Can we get Ocarina of Time title theme for the last dono? DeAndre. Oh yeah, you did another one. Yeah, Ocarina of Time title theme. Yes. I don't know if Coke Slurpees, if you had your track yet, but I'm gonna play some Fire Emblem music, and then we're gonna go from there. All right. So Shadows of Valentia, and then title screen. You said title screen, DeAndre, for Ocarina of Time, or what was it? Wait, can you write that again, DeAndre? I lost your message. I can't see where was it at? Okay, yeah, Ocarina of Time title theme. Okay, Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time title theme. All right, there we go. Shout out still, Paul Gale. All right, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Monado Mario with the $3 holla. What's up, Morgan?
I know this is a tiresome topic, but have you seen or heard the Goonanomicon, Grum's video?
Yes.
The video exposed even more embarrassing history about Grum's lol.
Yes.
To the point again, many grifter YouTubers are on full damage control lol.
Yes.
Play theme XPLZ.
Yeah, I didn't see the whole thing, but I've heard like about 20 minutes of it or so. Yeah, Grums is a freaking weirdo. Like, that's really what I mean, he's a weirdo, potentially tax evading weirdo. So yeah, tax fraud weirdo. But, I mean, we've already known that he's a complete gooner weirdo, so... And he's, like, 60 years old. That's the crazy thing. Like, that dude's definitely, like, the creepy grandpa. I don't know, man. It's weird. Let's see here. Speaking of Claire Obscure, getting 10% off, 45 tomorrow. Just pre-ordered. Nice. Let's go. Were you surprised Billy Mitchell won the lawsuit against Carl Jobs? 300K, bro. Wow, Billy Mitchell actually won the lawsuit? Wow. That is crazy. How did Billy Mitchell win the lawsuit when Carl Jobs literally was saying facts? Damn, man, that is crazy. He won that lawsuit? Are you joking? You gotta be joking. There is no way. That is just nuts. If Deportes Sicilian is serious here, I feel so bad for Carl. I mean, he does have his supporters. There are people who are dropping dollars. And if he lost, I think his community will support him. Because, I mean, while YouTube is good for him, it ain't that good. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's got a family to feed and all that. But this is, I don't think, was this in America or was this in Australia? I forgot exactly where was the law? I think it was in Australia, was it? Because Carl's not, Jobs isn't from here. Billy Mitchell is, but I don't think Carl Jobs is from here. Carl Jobs has to pay 300. Oh my gosh. What a fraudulent, what a fraudulent. I saw a lot of the evidence there. I saw a lot of the evidence, and the evidence did not point to Carl Jobs having to pay $300,000. That's insane. Wow. I don't know how he lost. I don't know what the justification was. I bet Carl is crushed because this is a sad day for fair use and for critiquing media and things. But I mean, you know, it is what it is, man. What can you say? Very unfortunate. What court is rigged, OJ? I don't know what court that was. Rigged? You guys just, I think you meant rigged. Yeah, there might be an appeal. He might be able to appeal, but I mean, I would definitely appeal. Because paying Billy Mitchell that's crazy. Yeah, looks like Carl Jobs lost. Looks like he lost. The case was based on Billy accusing Carl's actions led to the self-deletion of fellow YouTuber Apollo Legend. That was what the case was based on? I thought it was based on the whole Twin Galaxies, things like that. Okay, I remember he brought up that at one point, but wasn't the basis of the case on the, you know, the cheating of whatever, for like the Donkey Kong scores and all that? Oh, that's wild. Carl misled his viewers, it seems. Misled his viewers. I don't know if he misled his viewers. Just because there's a ruling in court doesn't mean that that ruling is 100% fair and accurate. Take it from someone who's had a ruling in court that was definitely not fair or accurate. Not saying that it's, you know, we shouldn't, obviously the law is the law, whatever, you know, that's how we roll. But at the end of the day, man, sometimes people don't understand. Sometimes people lie. A lot of people lie. A lot of people get away with things, man, in court. Like, if the court system was 100%, trust me, there wouldn't be so many people that are in prison or in jail that get exonerated later. Like, and it's not like it's a little bit of people. There's a lot of people, you know, so it's unfortunate. Yeah, I know it's a defamation case, but he lost on a technicality, from my understanding, a technicality. So I guess Carl Jobs will probably make a video on it, right? So yeah, we'll see how that is. But yeah, that's a big win for Billy Mitchell. That's a big win for Billy Mitchell. Huge win for Billy Mitchell. Like, life-changing win for Billy Mitchell. That's huge. Huge, huge, huge. If it stands up, I mean, after, I don't know how the appeal process works and all that stuff, so. Sorry that Billy Mitchell's actions led to Apollo Legends doing that. Okay, Billy Mitchell's actions led to Apollo. Okay, yeah, it led to Apollo Legends doing that. Yeah. Well, so the judge ruled in Billy's favor. This just doesn't seem real. The court case was based on Carl's accusation that Billy Mitchell's legal actions. The court case was based on Carl's accusations that Billy Mitchell's legal actions led to the suicide of fellow YouTuber Apollo Legend. The judge ruled in Mitchell's favor, is what I'm seeing online. I'm gonna have to watch like the decompression, like the videos that go over everything, because this just seems so. This seems very complex in terms of, you know, what's going on here. Unfortunate. Unfortunate, tragic all the way around. Loss of life, you know, loss of, obviously, you know, potential covering things fairly. It sucks, man. It sucks. Soon, 8-Bit Eric gets the L. I didn't see what 8-Bit Eric had to say on the case. Yeah, very weird case, Huddy. I agree. So retailers will find out the launch day a week before it happens. Retailers, they'll find it out as soon as the price goes live. They'll probably have pre-orders up. So Mr. Black, so we'll have to wait and see. Like, let's just wait. Wednesday we'll know. So a lot of people are saying pre-orders. We'll know Wednesday. We'll find out. We'll find out when pre-orders go live or what the plan is on Wednesday, guys. So we'll find out then. There really ain't no need to speculate on it too much now at this point since we're so close. Before, you can speculate it on when you think, but like it's happening Wednesday. So when it comes to pre-orders, when it comes to price, when it comes to all that, we can have predictions, but like to say, well, will they know? Like, yeah, we'll find out Wednesday when it comes to, you know, that type of stuff. We'll find out on Wednesday with all that. Apparently the court docs are public, so you can read according to people across Twitter. They're discussing it right now. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely check that out when I have some time for sure. Yes, I wasn't meaning pre-orders launch date. We'll find out a week ahead of us. We'll find out the launch date. We'll find out the launch date probably on Wednesday. Wednesday we'll find out Nintendo will announce the launch date on Wednesday. I doubt they'll give details and then not announce the launch date. They'll announce the launch date on Wednesday. So all that will be happening on Wednesday probably. On a happy note, for your information, Super Mario RPG is $20. Yeah, I did see that. $20 off at GameStop 5 if you remember or whatever. Yeah. Would be cool if Nintendo did a queuing system that favored longtime Nintendo accounts for pre-orders. I mean, yes and no. I mean, it would be nice, like a PlayStation Direct, but I mean, I don't think they're gonna do that. But yeah, it'd be nice if they could. You know, that'd be cool. Yeah, pre-orders, price, pre-orders, launch date, all that was gonna be. I know this is probably you guys' first time. Did you guys or the people that don't understand this? Like, it's probably because you guys weren't online when the Switch 1 launched. When the Switch 1 launched, everything was dropped at a thing called the 2017 Nintendo presentation. At the 2017 Nintendo presentation, it's very much like this Nintendo Direct that we're getting. It is a event that they hosted that'll give us way more information, talk about games, discuss all sorts of stuff. Now, however, that was not called a Direct. That was called a presentation. That was, I think, a live filmed, live filmed, but uploaded video. I don't think it was I don't remember if it was live streamed or not, but it wasn't a direct. There were some things that were like a direct where they played like a trailer for a game, but then they came out on stage and talked about it. They came out on stage and you could tell that it was filmed live. There was not editing with the talking parts between like the people that were talking. There was not editing because Suda came out and completely messed up and went off script. And it messed up the translator, and he started panicking. All you gotta do is just go to the 2017 Nintendo Switch presentation and look at Suda, like when he starts talking about No More Heroes. Suda starts going off script, and the translator is like, the translator gets tongue-tied, you know, and it's hilarious. It's so funny. So this one is a direct, so I'm guessing it's gonna be fully edited and just uploaded because it's at 6 a.m. They're not up at 6 a.m. So I'm guessing it's going, at least obviously Japan would be later. So it's shot, edited, you know, compacted and put into a product for us to see. So that's the difference there with that. The Portis is slaying with the $2 says, OJ will be giving away a signed Switch 2 box. Yes, the patented signed Switch 2 box. It's something that we all want to see. We all want to see it. I know you guys want to see it. And I want to combo break it. Let's go. Let's get the $100 tonight. So yeah. That might have sparked a bit of controversy in the queue based off favoring longtime Nintendo accounts. That means some might sell their account. Yeah, I don't know who would be willing to sell their account though, but yeah, some might. Shout out to the Joy-Con boys, says Nyko. Yes, sir. I'll be ready for pre-orders after the direct. It doesn't happen, that's fine. I'll be ready, pre-pay just in case. Yeah, like just be ready. Be ready to go. Be ready to go. Be ready to go. That's it. Just be ready to go on all the different places that you buy systems from. Just be ready to go. So yeah. Shout outs to is it Agchi? Shout outs to Agchi. Bro, I thought for a second you were Brian Altano in the picture. I thought it was Brian Altano. I was like, was that? Oh no, it's not Brian Altano. Shout outs to you and Brian Altano though. Very handsome people. Very handsome people. Any MouseCon boys? What do you guys think they're gonna call the controller? I don't think they're gonna call it MouseCon. I do say, like, I'm dubbing it MouseCon. But I think it's just gonna be the MouseCon mode. Mouse mode. MouseCon mode? Mouse Joy? Joy Mouse? I don't know. Wait, true. But yeah, MouseCon. MouseCon. It's MouseCon mode. Hey, what's up, Aries EMS? What up, OJ? Streaming late tonight? Oh, can't stay long. Gotta get up early in the AM. Yeah, I know. I gotta get up early in the AM too. But yeah, I was hanging out with my daughter tonight, so I just want to do a little stream tonight, you know, see what's popping. SuperCon? Why would they call it a SuperCon? I just took off Wednesday just to be sure. Yeah, King Cagney. That's a good idea. What's up, man? Joy-Con 2s? Joy-Con 2? Yeah, I mean, Joy-Con 2 sounds very likely. Joy-Con 2. That sounds very likely. Mouse plus Metroid Prime 4, though? Yep, that's a possibility. It's better? What's the point of calling it the system's not called Super, so what's the point of calling it SuperCon? Looking back at the proper Switch 1 Direct, it had more characters from developers like Mr. Yabuki and Squid Research Team. I think that Mario Kart team gets the shine. Yeah, we'll see for sure. Lansville says, only you and Super Metal Dave show absolute patience when it comes to Nintendo Switch 2 news. My brother, everybody else just run with all kind of leaks and rumors. I mean, I did do a lot of leaks and rumor stuff though, Lansville. So, I mean, like, I'm not going to sit here and say that I did it. I did, but I didn't do everything. I just did what I felt was more, like, likely. But I did do a lot, although I did slow down in, like, recent weeks. I did slow down a little bit, but yeah. Like, I wasn't, like, completely not doing that. I did do rumors and leaks and stuff on stuff that I felt was likely, or stuff that I felt that was from, like, sources that were good, like, good sources, or people that have gotten stuff right before. But yeah, I haven't been doing, like, a ton of stuff, like, last week and this week. I've just been kind of slowing it down. Let's see here. Justice Smith Williams, just one more day until the industry gets what it needs. Yes, sir. Good idea to put 2 on everything. Marketing purposes, no Wii U confusion. Yeah, just put 2. You know, it's easy, you know. SuperCon sounds cool though, don't get me wrong. But if it was called, you know, Super Nintendo Switch or Nintendo Switch Super or whatever, I think that would have been a great name, right? SuperCon. But I think that with the Joy-Con, it's Joy-Con 2, you know. So yeah, that's what I'm guessing. They're just gonna call it everything 2. Nintendo Switch Pro Controller 2, Pro 2, Pro Controller 2, you know, Nintendo Switch 2, MouseCon though, MouseCon mode. Do you make a down payment to hold your place in line or pay full price to confirm to get typically a console pre-order? It depends on where you're pre-ordering from. If it's Best Buy, it's the full price. If it's like, I think Target or like Walmart, it's the full price. If it's GameStop, you can put like a certain amount, I think. But online, it might be the full price for GameStop. I'm not 100% sure. But I know in store, you can put like 50 down. If it's Amazon, you don't put anything down. You just pre-order it, and they'll hold one for you. And then once it ships, they'll charge your card. So it just depends. I don't think the whole name of the Joy-Con is going to be called MouseCon, because that's just the mode. It's not the whole Joy-Con. So I think it's just going to be MouseCon mode, not like the whole controller is called the MouseCon. So yeah. So yeah. Let's see. I'm probably going to buy one at release. Yeah, I'm buying one obviously I'm buying one at release. Think Ocarina remake possible. North Freppa. So yeah. See if they allow big payments installments then. I mean, Best Buy will allow installments if you have PayPal. Pay in 4. You can pay it in installments. So yeah, some places have pay in installments. Still no skies. Mouse drift incoming. Mouse drift. That'd be like optical sensor drift, where it's messing up the optical sensor can't read it correctly when you're using it. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. F-Zero Revival says Master Blaster. Yeah, F-Zero Revival maybe. GameStop may have a good trade-in credit. Yeah, that's true. GameStop usually does some okay trade-in credit, like trade-in deals. I know for Wii U they did a trade-in deal. Obviously there wasn't a ton of people that traded in a Wii U because a lot of people didn't have a Wii U. But I know that there were some deals for that too. Did we do the Ocarina of Time title theme? Did we do that? Yeah, we did do the Ocarina of Time title theme. Let me see if I missed any other music. Oh yeah, Theme X. Shout outs to Monado. Sorry about that. That was 15 minutes ago. Theme X. I was playing Xenoblade today. It's awesome. Theme X, Xenoblade Chronicles X. Let's go. I'm curious to see that screen tech that they're using. Screen tech. What type? What do you mean? Like, I think it's just it's like a modern LCD screen. So I'm not sure if there's anything too crazy there. Might want to keep Switch 1 around considering the rumors, though. Yeah, that's true. Might want to keep them around. Might want to keep it around, because if you can use it as a second screen for certain games, or as a patch, ooh, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. So I don't have mouse drift, since those are everybody. It was a joke, Mr. Black. He wasn't serious. It was a joke, because like Joy-Con drift, so just mouse drift. Shout outs to Aries, though. Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? Shout outs to Kevin. Thank you for the dono earlier, man. Appreciate you. The Switch U. That's the new name, man. They're gonna name it that. They're gonna rename it. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe 2. The second deluxing. Mario Kart 8 Deluxing. Not even Deluxe 2, just Mario Kart 8 Deluxing. True enough, just laid it out there for people who might... Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's going to be some people that don't care about dual screen features. So, Switch 1 didn't have dual screen features, so people are going to be like, okay, who cares about dual screen features for Switch 2? So, yeah, there's definitely going to be people who don't care about it. So yeah. Yo, Cyber Taurus with the Toby Buster! Let's go!
Since we are just tossing out crazy names.
Okay.
Super Joy-Con 2DX featuring mouse mode.
Ooh. Super Joy-Con 2DX featuring Mickey Mouse mode. I like that proposition. That is a good proposition. Featuring Mickey Mouse. Right? Featuring Mickey Mouse. 102 on the board. Toby Blaster on the board. Going further than beyond on the board. And the one and only Limit Break. Get him with bonus streams in line. Let's go. Shoutouts. Cyber Taurus, you are definitely the new Hokage now. I think you've done 30. Shoutouts to my man Cyber Taurus. Welcome back. And Massive Freaking with the $13 JoJo.
Man, I really hope that Nintendo floods the streets in a way we've never seen, but I just know regardless these scalpers going to make it a train wreck. Asterisk. I'm trying to go in store to avoid the headaches.
Yeah. That's one way. That's one way. Going in store, that's one way of doing it for sure. If you go in store. But yeah, I'm going to send my wife to go in store for me just to make sure I get one. Maybe I'll even have a giveaway for one. If I can get two, maybe I'll have a giveaway. Shout outs to Massive Rican with the $13. And we got another one coming in. My man Sky Dennings with the big Z. Let's go, Sky. And he says with the $5, says, hey, OJ, you think Nintendo's going to show the next 3D Zelda? No. I do not think the next 3D Zelda is going to be there, but I do think that the next 3D Zelda, I think there's going to be like a remake or a remaster or something like a 3D Zelda. I think that could be there, but I don't know about it. The next big Legend of Zelda game, I'm just not sure if it's not ready. It's not ready for the world. It's not a victory. You know what I'm saying? It's not a victory for the world yet at this point. So yeah, I'm not so sure about that, but we will see. We will see. 120 on the board. We are out here, boys and girls. Let's go even further. But can we get a double platinum on a random late night stream? Yo, it's possible. Let's go. 120 on the board. We out here. Combo breaks. You guys got great questions. You guys are hyped for the Nintendo Switch 2. I'm hyped for the Nintendo Switch 2. We are out here tonight. Let's go. Shout outs. Appreciate Massive Rican. Sky Dennings. Dennis. Cyber Taurus, deported. Thank you guys. Monado, the new Joy-Con. Think Switch 2 will sell a lot of physical still? Yes. Oh yeah, absolutely. Limit Break audio is wild. Yeah. Yo, and Aries EMS, let's go.
Valuable items.
Yo, Aries coming through with the valuable items like almost every stream. Aries. Goodness gracious, bruh. We out here tonight. Let's go, Aries with the 5 gift. Let's go. What's one dream announcement? Hope to see Monolith Soft's new RPG. Monolith Soft's big new RPG, Chrono Trigger HD 2D. You think Microsoft will have its own segment and Phil holding? I mean, it's possible for sure. It could be. It could be. In Perfect World, they just cover offer consoles in order how long people have Nintendo accounts. Yeah. I don't know if they're going to do that. So hopefully they'll show another parental control video with stronger features. All right, hopefully. Aries, Dave Javu, North Repa, Joey T. Gammy, Marvin C. Keithius, all got gifted membership. Shout outs to Aries. You are now the Gift Ninja. Guys, give him some love. Anybody does 5 gifts or more, you beat up my man Aries. He's the gift king. King in this piece. Let's go, Aries. Thank you for your support, like always, man, brother. I appreciate you, for real. Let's go. I thought 10 was pushing it. It's all good, man. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Man, I might camp out the store midnight release. Yeah, the camping out. Isn't it still cold? Psycho Pie in Canada. Is it still? Well, it might be summer by the time that we get it. So never mind. So yeah, I have a plan at GameStop, Amazon, Best Buy. On the screen, logged in for pre-order. I just don't trust bots, scalpers. Yeah, I feel you on that one, Cyber Taurus. I know this is obvious, but man, in my opinion, the most underrated feature in the Zelda Chronicles like the finishes is that you can really jump down from a cliff and don't take any damage. That's actually a really nice feature, because then you can really explore the way that you want to explore. Plus, you can fly with the scales. So yeah, exploration is probably it's best. I'm surprised they didn't give you like a land vehicle in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. There should have been something like some type of land, vehicle that you can like jet around in or something like that. I missed the midnight launches. Not a thing anymore. Most places, yeah. One thing I really hope for is no games leak ahead of the direct. Well, I mean, they've got tomorrow to do it because it's really early in the morning. So, shout outs to Cyber Taurus. Shout outs to Sky Dennis. Shout outs to Massive Rican. You guys are all out here tonight. Let's go. Y'all give a round of applause for the Elite Ninjas coming through. I appreciate you guys. Let's go. Also, Massive Rican is the sole stream that you swept the board. I forgot to say that. You swept the board with the 13 highest singular dono of the stream tonight. Anybody that's 13 or more, you can beat up my man Massive Rican. And Cyber T out there with the 30. Appreciate you. Anybody that's 30 total more, you can beat up my man Cyber T. Appreciate you guys. I gotta say it over and over because I really appreciate you guys coming through and, like I said, watching and supporting the stream, man. Helps out. So thank you so much. I'm eternally grateful, and I'm gonna continue working as hard as I can instead of playing Xenoblade X all day. You guys know how hard it is to sit here and not want to play Xeno, hearing Xeno X music? You guys can play. Y'all are sitting there watching me. You guys can pull up this. I can't pull up the Switch and just start playing. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. You guys can't do that, though. But I mean, obviously, I can't. I got to talk to you guys about this gaming stuff because it's very important. To me, in my opinion at least, is that talking about gaming is a social thing, and it is a thing that will help you live your life. Honestly, bro, I don't know what I would have done if I didn't have the homies or my brother or people to talk about video games with. Like, to me, it was always so lonely sometimes because I'd be in my room, when my brother went out to college, I'll be like, my friends weren't over. We had cell phone. We didn't have cell phones. We had phones, but people don't want you calling the house phone to talk about video games, so a lot of times it was just me in my room, just playing a game and thinking how cool something was. And I'm like, I can't even share this with nobody. My sisters don't play games like that. My mom and my dad don't care about video games like that. Like, I can't talk. My brother was off to college, so I really had to just shut up and wait till I went to school, or I had to just call my brother on the phone if he was available. We didn't have cell phones back then, so sometimes you don't know when he's gonna be back home. So it sucked, man. But now you get instant, you can go online and talk to anybody about anything, when it comes to gaming, and it's just so awesome. It makes me happy, But I think it's important though, man. Like a community and talking about games, talk about what you enjoy, your passion. It's just as important as anything else, in my opinion, at least. So I'm glad that we're able to do that, no matter how big or small we are. It's dope. It's fun. It keeps me going, Bro, video games give me an ideal to keep moving, keep going. I mean, obviously it's my profession, but at the same time, before I even knew it was a profession, I wanted to just do it because it made me happy. I think even if it wasn't my profession, I'd still be doing it just to make myself happy, just to be happy about it. Game Explain just dropped the first party Switch 2 trailer leak. There's no first party Switch 2 trailer leak. It's a April Fool's joke. Game 2689. So thanks, I appreciate you. But yeah, this is exactly the reason why I don't want people talking about other people's videos in my stream at times, unless it's something that's relevant to what we're something important. Most of the time it's not though. But no, it's an April Fool's joke. Thanks for coming through though. I appreciate it. Thanks for letting us know. Beats thinking about real life. I mean, real life's obviously important, but yeah, I mean, I'm doing taxes stuff, so that's important, but it's boring. So yeah, nobody got F-Zero already. It's obviously it's April Fool's, guys. Don't believe anything that goes up today, because right now in the East Coast it's April Fool's. So you really think they got a leak? They didn't get no leak about nothing. So yeah, don't pay attention to anything tomorrow, guys. Don't pay attention to anything, because there's going to be all sorts of people doing April Fools and trying to get you, which they've already got some of you guys already. So yeah, they already got some of you guys with it. So yeah. Same way I feel I work, so games keep me going in the backlog, but I get to enjoy straight quality. Yes, sir. Definitely nice talking to someone who knows what they're talking about when you mention game. Yeah. Let's get to also talk about, again, the community about games. It's fun. It's a fun hobby. I agree. It's a super fun hobby. Real talk, Andrew. It's a fun hobby. I'm tripping, forgot it's April Fool's. I know. When people think, guys, this is not a lot of you guys, this is your first rodeo, man. I'm trying to tell you. Trust me, I've been around for a long time. I'm old as hell. I've fallen for April Fool's jokes. I remember one time, my friend Andre, my college roommate, he was like, "Hey OJ, Super Smash Bros. Brawl is getting a special edition, steelbook with a soundtrack and all that for like $100." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Let's go to GameStop and pre-order it right now." Bro, it wasn't real. It wasn't real. I was ready to drive to GameStop to go pre-order it, and he was like, "Oh no, dude, April Fools." I was like, "Ah." That was an IRL April Fools. I remember clicking on, I think, something for Super Smash Brothers. That was like, "Oh, Super Smash Brothers new character reveal and all that." I think it was like on a forum for like either VG Charts or Game Revolution. I forgot what forum it was. And I clicked on it, and it was it doom 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 never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you never gonna say goodbye, never. Man, I got rickrolled, bro. I was so pissed. I knew the song because my mom loved that song back in the day, so I remember hearing it all the time. Doom, 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 doom. So I remember hearing it, but I ain't never been rickrolled like over the internet. That was my first time, and I'm like, "What the hell?" And I'm like, "Is that Ricky?" I'm like, "What? Ricky Astley? What? What does he got to do with Smash Brothers?" And I'm like, "Oh, rickrolled, bro." That was the first time that I ever got rickrolled. Was like in 2008, something like that, bro. It was crazy. Doom, 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 doom. I got rickrolled 20 years ago to this day. No, it wasn't quite 20. It was like 17 years ago. I was in college. I got rickrolled, bro. So yeah, it's mind-boggling. All the memes and come and gone. Rickroll is still relevant. I mean, the reason why Rickroll is still relevant because the song's really good too. What's up, Nick? Massive Reek, another
Nintendo making chess level moves. You want? Know what's a real leak when everything's obfuscated by the trolling and nonsense that's about to get unleashed tomorrow, lol.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, most people, in today's day, most people do April Fools, like most content creators, for views. Because you can make a lot of money off of doing like leaks and like, it gives you a full excuse to do stupid leaks and to do that and probably get 100,000 plus views and all that. So that's the reason why a lot of content creators really love April Fools, because like, oh, I can profit off this like a lot, you know? So yeah. Hey, what's up, Elliot? Welcome. I will not believe anything until 9:01 a.m. Eastern time. Yeah, until the actual direct hits the clock. Yeah, but imagine getting rickrolled all the way back then. Big love to Massive Reekin. We out here double combo breaking back-to-back donos from Massive Reekin 13 and 10. Shout outs, man. I appreciate you. Let's go. Let's give him some love. But yeah, Ricky Astley, the thing about it is that the song's really good. Like a lot of the funny things, like you get Rick rolled, you stay, you stay for the role. You don't leave because the song's so good. That's why it got so good. Like that song did not have views like that. It was a good song. Don't get me wrong. Like in 1987, when that song launched, it was like #1. Everybody loved that song. I remember because, like I said, my mom loved that song. She loved them so much. And so the song was good, but people had largely forgot about that song in the 90s and the 2000s. And I don't know who started doing it or where it came from. But the funny thing is that you get Rick rolled and then you wouldn't click off the screen. You'd listen to the song and be like, you'd be dancing there like doom 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 doom. You'd be like, oh, this is so. It was funny, but it was awesome too because the music was really good. You know, it wasn't like some type of stupid, sound like dumb thing. It was like, oh, this track's actually lit. So it introduced a lot of the new generation to Ricky Astley, the people that forgot about him or forgot about that track. Like, oh, wait a minute, this guy can sing. And the funny thing about it is that he doesn't look like he can sing. He looks like a nerd. I used to call him Ferguson from Clarissa Explains It All. That's who I called him. Back in the day, I'd be like, oh, it's Ferguson. I'd be like, yo, Ferguson. Anybody with the red head was Ferguson to me. So anyway, I used to call him Ferguson from Clarissa Explains It All, Clarissa's brother. And he don't look like he can sing, but he can sing really good. He's like the best. He's like one of the best singers of all time, in my opinion. But he doesn't look like it. He looks like just like a weird, goofy little white guy, right? So I call him Ferguson. We'd all call him Ferguson in the house. Whenever that song would come on, we'd all be like, doom, 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 doom. Just like I said, the like late 80s, early 90s, we'd be doing like doom, 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 doom. I'm like, it's Ferguson. I love Ricky Astley. He has all his songs. Yeah, I like that, and I like his other song. It wasn't as big of a hit, but it was still really good. Together Forever. Together Forever. I like that song too. That song's lit. Let's see here. Rick Rowland was straight up awesome. Foo Fighters actually had the guy come up with the sing them with one of their concerts. Oh, okay, cool. That Russian troll song, that song was trash, bro. It was just goofy. But I remember that la 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 la. That is that what the one that you're talking about? La 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 la. That song, okay, yeah. That song was stupid. I didn't like that one. If somebody get me with that, yeah, I wasn't as big of a fan. That song was kind of trash. There was even an insurance ad for figure Ricky Astley had meme a couple. Yeah, I think there was a Super Bowl ad or there was something with that. Like insurance. Yeah, I fell for the hoax where you can find a key to drive the Guardians around in Breath of the Wild. I was a proper. It was proper. Oh, you got Ricky. Was it Rick Roll? Was it Rick Roll on that one? Hey, what's up, DJ King? Everybody love using Rick Roll in the early. Oh yeah, early days of YouTube, you'd be getting Rick Rolled all the time. There'd be like a title, and you'd click on it, and it would not be what you. It would be doom 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 doom. You know, so yeah, getting Rick Rolled was like a rite of passage on the internet back then. Like a rite of passage. Late to the party. What time are you going to be going live? Reveal day. Oh, good question. I'll probably be going live sometime early in the morning for me at least. It'll probably be like 2 or 3 a.m. So it'll probably be like what 4 or not 4. It'll be like 5. No. Let's see. If it's 2 a.m., it'll be like 5 a.m. Yeah. That'll be like 5 a.m. 5 a.m. You know, for East Coast boys. So yeah, I'll be live a few hours before the show. I should be live with giveaways and different stuff. So it should be fun. Do you think cloud port games from the Switch will like get ported over? Yeah, I think it's possible. Let's see here. But it's all good. This April is going to be my favorite by far. Switch 2 Direct, 15th wedding anniversary, 46th birthday, and Easter with the family. Oh my gosh, yo. That is a packed month. A lot of stuff going down. Hey, congrats on that, man. 46 years on this earth. Let's go. Easter with the family. Can't beat that. Shout outs to Easter Bunny. Also, big love. Switch 2 Direct and the 15th wedding anniversary. Let's go, man. We out here tonight. We out here. Let's get it. Kingdom Hearts when? Never, hopefully. No, I'm joking. We'll see. Wow, I start working at that time. Good thing I'm working from home. Yeah, good thing you're working from home. Yeah, otherwise you'd be in trouble. Well, no, I mean, listen, the Direct's going to be going on while a lot of you guys are at work. That's like a given that's going to be happening. A lot of you guys are going to be at work. The Direct's going to be on, but yeah, you got to have it in the corner. You got to be looking at it with the corner of your eye. You got to be scoping. You got to be scoping, getting ready. You know what I'm saying? Fire Emblem game here at the Switch 2 Direct, please. Yeah, I'd like that as well, man. That would be Literuski. That would be Literuski, you know, and that would be something that I would want. I would definitely want that for me at least. So yeah. Use some PTO from Wednesday. Be a nice chill day off. Oh yeah. Get a chill day off. Sit down in a nice recliner or at your wherever you watch your stuff, your desk. Get some snacks. get some snacks, get a little bit of dancing go, get a little bit of you know what I'm saying? You got to get a little bit of hype, guys. Like when you get ready, let me give you guys, for all you young bucks and the new ones out there, if you ain't dancing a little bit before the show, you ain't trying to be, you're not going to be as hype. You got to get a little bit of, you know what I'm saying? Like a little bit of a shimmy before the show. You got to get hyped up. That's how I do it. So make sure you get a little bit of a shimmy. Don't got to do it in front of nobody. Do a little bit of a shimmy, do a little bit of a dance, get yourself hyped up and ready. You got to get yourself in the mood, and that's what it's about. So I'm definitely doing that. I did a little dance when I was out there working out today, getting ready for the Switch 2. It gets you hyped. Let's go. Criosenbaum with the 41 months says, the biggest April Fool's prank I fell for was a cheat called All Bonds in Multi in GoldenEye. It was published by EGM magazine. I tried my hardest to get it, only to find out it was a hoax. Yeah, I never tried to do like the hoaxes from the video game magazines because I already know that they're not going to work. Most of the time they would not work. Like a lot of times there was a lot of fake April Fools and fake things out there for video games in the past, man. And sometimes I try them, but a lot of times I'd be like, yeah, this is probably fake, you know? So yeah, man. Shout outs though. Appreciate you. Let's go. Screw Fire Emblem. I want to see Monolith Soft IP. Why would you say screw Fire Emblem? That makes no sense. Why those two games have nothing to do with each other. Like, we could have Monolith Soft's game and we could have a new Fire Emblem game. It's not like it's not the same team. One of them's Intelligent Systems, the other one is Monolith Soft. That makes no sense. Why you want less? Let's see here. I'll be either still at the hospital or already getting back home, depending on how the ultrasonic checkup is. Tell Sonic to, go quick because it's an ultrasonic, so he should be fast, all right? It should be quick. All right, bad joke. No, seriously though. Hopefully everything goes good for you, Minato. The name says hype. Yes, sir. I don't like the hype before shows, but I like the hype during or after. I feel like better way personally. But this one is different though. I like the hype before the shows because it's fun to get good games. It's fun to get games. It's fun to get like a direct or whatever. So I don't mind hyping before the show. Just, don't go too crazy with it in terms of expectations. But I don't mind hyping. This should be hype. We've had the Nintendo Switch for a freaking decade. It's time to move on. We know a little bit what we're getting. We know there's going to be a new Mario Kart there. It's okay to be hyped beforehand based on what we've seen so far. So I don't mind. I think being a little bit hype is good, So yeah. What time are you going live on Wednesday? Probably going to go live around like 5 a.m. Eastern. Like 5 a.m. Eastern time. Probably. I'll go live a few hours before the show. So that's 2 my time. So maybe not 2 a.m. So maybe 3. So maybe 6 a.m. We'll see though. I might be live before that. I don't know. Like it just depends on when I wake up. I know I'm going to wake up early, but I'm going to get myself up. I'm going to get, I'm going to get dressed. I'm going to eat probably a little bit. Probably have like a protein bar. Just get myself up. Let's hear. Yo, Main Killer 12 with the 100 core crystals. This is OJ. What do you think will be like pre-ordering Switch 2? Think will be fair, better than Xbox PS during COVID? Yeah, because that was during COVID. So COVID makes everything tougher. It made everything, and they had less supply. So we'll see how much supply Nintendo has. But I mean, listen, I don't know if it's going to be super easy, but I mean, I think that people are going to be able to pre-order it. Like, if you wanted a Switch 1, you were able to pre-order it. So a lot of people didn't really want a Switch 1 at first, though, just like the hardcore Nintendo fans. And then later it got popular. So, you don't got to be nervous, man. Just be ready. It's one thing being nervous, another thing being ready. So be ready, and you should be good. Have your information filled out on the sites that you like to go to. Have everything ready to go. You should be all right. And I think Nintendo's going to have a lot of stock. So be ready. Don't be nervous. Be ready instead. Thank you for the 100 core crystals, though, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. Thank you for that. Let's see. This should be better than Steam Deck. This should be better than Steam Deck. What, pre-ordering? I tried to pre-order Steam Deck. It wouldn't let me. It's like sold out before I could even do anything. So yeah, and the website was all messed up. So yeah, you could only pre-order from one place. So that didn't help either. Have to order some breakfast. Yeah, I'm just gonna eat something light, man. I'm gonna go light and fit. I'm probably gonna wake up. I'll probably have like a yogurt, a piece of toast, and like a yogurt, a piece of toast, and like maybe a protein bar. I bought some Atkins like low carb, no sugar protein bars. I'll probably have that because I'm on a new diet. So I'm gonna do something light and fit. You know what I'm saying? Get myself ready to go, give myself some energy today. I didn't really eat any, you know, today was pretty good for me. I kind of cut back. I went to Subway with my daughter and I got a veggie. This is the first time ever that I've ordered just straight up veggie, no chicken or anything like that. So I'm feeling pretty good. Less calories, feeling good. So I'm gonna do the same thing tomorrow and the next day. Shout outs to Man Killer again with the 400 core crystals. Ayo. Thank you for that, man. I appreciate that. Here's some more bits because I like you. Thank you. I like you too, man. Thank you for the core crystals. The bits, well, I call them core crystals, but of course they're called bits as well too. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. Thank you. If you want a music suggestion, Man Killer, like a video game track, I got you. So you don't gotta drop more bits. Just type it in the chat and I'll play something for you if you want. Video game music. I can't play Big Papa. You know what I'm saying? Notorious B.I.G. Can't play that. Nintendo Prime said he got an early view of the Direct. It's April Fool's, guys. How about a port of Arda from Turok 2? Oh yeah, I got you. Turok 2 in the house. Turok 2. You know, okay, I don't know what. I see Doc Trey's video up here, man. And I can't stand Doc Trey's thumbnails, bro. I really don't like him, but I like his videos. He's actually goated content creator. All right, let's see here. Port of Arda Turok 2. Thank you so much for the 500 core crystals, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. Employees probably got to see the Direct early. I mean, obviously, there's somebody that's seen the Direct early because somebody has to edit the Direct. So there's definitely employees that have seen the Direct early, yes. And they have to get, like, obviously, promotional materials ready, press releases, trailers. So, yes, there's many Nintendo employees that have seen the Direct. There's many Nintendo employees that have seen the Direct. No, they edit in blindfolder. Oh, blindfolded. Edit blindfolded. That doesn't seem like that doesn't seem like you can edit blindfolded. You have to be incredibly skilled to be able to edit blindfolded. That's awesome though. I mean, listen, I can probably do a few things blindfolded, but there's no way that I can edit a whole thing blindfolded. Which I know you're joking around, but I'm just saying. That'd be crazy. All right, take it easy. Take it easy, Ryan Tyler VO. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Play some ZX or XC2 before bed. All right, take it easy, brother. Thanks for coming out to the stream tonight, man. I appreciate you. You see the latest video from Game Explain? Yes, it is. Well, no, I didn't see it, but I don't need to see it because it is a April Fool's Day joke. So I'm not watching April Fool's Day jokes. Game Explain, they don't like me over there either. So they're not. Andre is not the biggest fan of me. So I don't watch this channel anymore. But no, I'm not watching their video, and it's April Fool's. So I don't care. Shout outs from Montreal. Hey, shout outs Dave D. Welcome. Am I the only one who really likes the violin from the merchant from Elden Ring? I don't know what happened. There was a post on Twitter where Andre Seegers was like, say what you want about Super Smash Bros. Brawl, but I have the most fun playing it. And then I was like, oh, let me just say what I want. I thought he said say what you want. So I was like, oh yeah, like, it's okay, but like the tripping, the online, there's like many problems with it. And then he was like, well, I don't care that you're saying, like, he got pissy with me. And you know, I should have known that he would, because me and his employee that he had at the time, Joey Ferris, we kind of went back and forth. Ferris tried to play like a victim. We went back and forth twice now in like the last 3 or 4 years, like 4 or 5 years. There's been 2 times that we've had some public spats. We were kind of cool in between it, but then it kind of went downhill again. So after that whole situation with Joey, Andre never treated me the same after that. After me and him got into it. So, and I get it. It was his employee. So why is he going to like me? You know, even though I've been on their channel before, they had me as a guest. I like Game Explain. You know, but, yeah, basically we got into it like a little, he got pissy at me for simply saying that I didn't like this about Brawl or whatever. He got mad at that. Like, he's like, I can say what I want. I'm like, bro, ain't nobody saying that. You just said, say what you want. So I just said, it ain't that big of a deal. And then it kind of went on. Then he kind of went at me again. So then I'm like, I think I ended it at some point. He said something, and I said something like, yeah, that's why all your employees always be leaving you, because you out here be getting too extra for no reason. That's why you always be, you know, your employees always be leaving. You always be firing people because you be getting extra for no reason. And that pissed him off, and he blocked me, or he muted or blocked me after that. I think he just muted me. I don't know if he blocked me, but I think he just muted me. But like I said, I only said it because he started to get, like I said, real pissy for no reason. Like, he was getting extra for no reason, and everybody in that thing was on his side. They're like, you're going too far. I'm like, I don't give a damn what you guys think. He said a thing. We're simply talking about a video game. Why is he getting so angry? Like, it ain't that big of a deal. Like, it's just Brawl. Like, it's just some crusty old game at this point. So, yeah, that was the whole thing. But once again, I don't think it was based off of what I said. It was simply based off of the situation that I had with his ex-employee, or it was his current employee at the time. He saw that whole conversation we had. He didn't get involved, but of course he's going to be on the side of his employee. So, yeah. So I think that's the reason why he got mad. Like, initially he got mad. Like, he was getting angry. Anytime I said something, he'd get angry. But as before, if I said something to him before, he would be cool about it. He'd be like, even if we disagreed, he'd be like, oh, okay, you know, this, and we'd have a conversation, and it'd be fine. There'd be no problem. But after that, he started treating me differently, which is, like I said, which is understandable. But I didn't realize that until after. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's why. You know, that's why he got all pissy, you know, which is cool. I get it. Let's see. Joey Ferris has dumber takes than Andre, obviously. Yeah, I mean, listen, they both have their takes, and they're fine. They're entitled to their takes, you know. Like, the thing with Joey is that, like, Joey says something, and then I simply just said, like, all I said to him was, oh, well, Nintendo kind of isn't really getting a lot of third parties, like major third party support. He said something like, oh, if Nintendo doesn't hurry up and announce their system and launch it, they're not going to have any third party support. I'm like, I mean, they haven't really been getting a lot of the stuff overall. And then he was like, oh, well, it's going to get worse. I'm like, bro, well, who's left? I mean, there's a few things here and there, but it ain't really anything that crazy. And then he was like, how much is Nintendo paying you to defend them? I'm like, I'm like, what? I'm like, how much is Andre paying you to be stupid? I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? That's not defending Nintendo saying that they're not getting stuff. Nintendo would not pay someone to tell, hey, look, shine light on them not getting games. Like, that's not something that Nintendo would pay anybody for. Like, so what he said didn't even make sense. So I was like, all right, let me just roast him back. All right, how much is Andre paying you to be dumb? So then he took that as some type of big insult, as like, oh, I'm doing ad hominem. Like, I'm going after him. I'm like, bro, literally, you started it, and like nobody took his side. That was the funny thing. His own subs were like, because he quote tweeted me and tried to make it like a big deal, and everyone's like, dude, what the hell? You started it. Like, you started it with him. He was cool with you. Everything was fine, and you flew off and attacked him personally. You know? So, yeah, I don't know. Like, those guys are weird, bro. Like, they'll be cool and they'll talk to other people, but if it's me, they'll get all. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's fine, though. Because, like, we were on the Spawncast with Joey, and he was cool. There was no problem with the Spawncast with him. There was, like, no issue. And, like, we were cool until that one thing. I don't know. He was acting weird, man. Acting real goofy for, like, no reason. People on Twitter, they acting real goofy for, like, zero reason, bro. So, yeah. It is what it is. So let's see here. Super Metal Dave said anything? I don't know. I don't watch this channel no more. Let's see here. Oh, sorry, my bad. We can't talk about Game Explain. That's Katana. They still employ you for things, right? I ain't trying to talk nothing bad about Game Explain, bruh. Like, in terms of you working for them or your past work with them, it's been good stuff, you know. So it ain't no hate towards. Like, I don't hate them. I think I'm still subscribed. I don't hate them. I don't watch their stuff no more. But like, I don't hate them or nothing. You know, they're cool. I mean, it is what it is. You know, so no hate. Let's see here. I watch gaming podcasts. It's crazy how many people get mad because of a game you don't like. Expect the kids not grown-ups. Yeah. Some people take it like, if I say something, they'll take it like a little bit too far. Like, they'll take like debate or discussion a little bit too far. You know, they'll get upset. Like, it's like not that big of a deal. We just talk about a game. You know, even if you get animated about it, like, it's just still a game. Like, it ain't that big of a deal. Oh, were you good, bro? They stopped doing reviews with me ever since they got rid of Joey and Triss. Oh, okay, got you. You never know. They might come back. They might come back around to you, like with some of these games that might be announced. Like if there's like a new Xeno or a new Monolith stuff, they might come back and want you to review something. So you never know. Remind you of your commanding officer? Oh man, that's good and bad. Katana's a plant. Yo, shout outs to Solid Jacob. Let's go. Twitter was such a mistake. Twitter is good and Twitter is bad. It's just like anything. It's got its good and its bad, you know. What's up, Jimculus? Maybe if he treated his employees with respect, he expects from other people, they wouldn't have all left him. I mean, he's fired a lot of them. Some of them left him. Some of them fired. Like, that man got more turnover than McDonald's, you know. Like, the man's turnover rates are crazy. No, it's all good. Like, it's hard, man. It's hard in today's day. Like, I don't got any employees, you know, on my payroll, so I can't sit here and fault him, you know, for at least he was able to have employees on a payroll and get paid at least something. You know, like, I can tell you right now, it's tough, man. I've looked into it, and it's expensive, and it's tough. It's not easy. Although I am going to try to hire somebody, like I said, for, like, shorts and some other things, but it's not going to be, like, just, like, straight up salary based. It'd be, like, oh, like, performance-based based off the video, right? So, something like that. Or, like, a flat fee. So, it's tough, man. It's not easy. It's nearly funny that Andre hasn't learned his lesson. Thought he would have learned from 4 years ago. Oh, no, man. Like I said, it's no hate towards another content creator. Like, he's doing his thing out there. I wish him the best of luck, you know? Like, and like what we said, this was a while ago. I don't know when I think this was last year or 2 years ago. So this was a couple of years ago. So it's no big deal, man. I don't hold grudges over video games like this. I mean, like, not all the time. There's some people that I don't like because of some of the stuff that they've said, but I'm not like, oh, screw them, like 20. Like, I'm not like, oh, I hate them. Like, I hate them. You know, I'm not like that. There are some people that I think are stupid, like Nice Guy Prince. He's a moron. But like, yeah, like, it's not like I'm like, oh my gosh, I hate him. I won't watch any of his videos if it pops up. Like, I might check out something. He's still a moron, but I might check out something. You know, like, and the same thing goes for like if a Game Explain video comes up and if I like it, or like anybody that I've had an issue with or whatever in the past, like I might still watch their vids. Like, even like after the review tech situation that I had back in the day, but I still watch some of his vids. Like, and we were still kind of cool even afterwards. We were kind of like almost right after that happened. It wasn't that long. We were like, hey man, it's all good. Like it was all good. It was cool. So, and those were like video responses, right? So I guess I come from that era where sometimes you would have that where people would kind of really go in and it'd be okay. Like, so I don't really take nothing seriously like that. Like, I'm not like, oh my god, these people are the worst ever, that I hope they die or whatever. Nah, it ain't like that. You know, it's just like, okay, yeah, we had a little bit of a not misunderstanding. We had like a little bit of a difference of opinion on a game, but like, I'm not gonna hate somebody over a video game. Like, that's crazy, you know? Hey, what's up, Radovir? Shout outs to Finland. Let's see here. You got beef with Nice Guy Prince? A little bit, yeah. I got beef with everybody, man. I'm feeling like 50 Cent right now. Oh man, I got beef with that. Maybe it's me. Yeah, there was a little situation that we had. Like, it was a public thing. The only reason why I'm saying it is because it was public. Nice Guy Prince, you know, we were cool. I thought we were cool. You know, I'd seen some of his streams. He said, "Oh, I like your stuff, whatever, blah blah blah." You know, we talked DMs. Everything was cool. Everything was good. Like, sometimes I don't think there was really anything. He saw me more as like a Nintendo guy, but like there was one point to where he just kind of like kind of just went off the rails for no reason on me. He told me what the reason was, but the reason was stupid. Like, he was like, like, we were talking about box art, bro. This is how it got brought up. It was on box art. This dude brought up, oh, Stellar Blade box art and Persona 3 Reload box art. They both look good. I was like, Stellar Blade box art don't look that great. She's upside down. It looks kind of weird. You know, that's not that great. But I was like, oh, but I like Persona 3 Reload's box art. I think that box art's dope. That's all I said. It wasn't anything more or anything less. Bro, that was it. I swear, you can go look it up. You can go look it up right now, bro. All I said was the Stellar Blade box art ain't that great, but Persona 3 Reload box art is dope. And then he turned it into like a fanboy Nintendo war thing. He's like, oh, well, yeah, you hate it because it's PlayStation. You know, that's the reason why. That's the reason why you hate it. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what? What you mean? One, I'm buying the game. And like, 2, Persona 3 Reload's not on Nintendo either. And his thing was like, oh, well, it's going to be on Nintendo, the Switch too. And I'm like, bro, I ain't even thinking that far ahead, man. What you mean? So then I think I made a joke, something about, oh, well, you know, it's just yours with PlayStation, or it's just like you with PlayStation, you know, because I thought he was still joking. Like, at that point, I thought he was joking. So I just started joking back. I'm like, oh, yeah, well, you with PlayStation, blah, blah, blah. If it was Xbox, you wouldn't like it. So then from that point, he seems to get real upset. You know what I'm saying? He seems to get real upset and say like, oh, well, you know, you're a shill. You're a Nintendo shill. So you're only going to be on Nintendo side for everything. And I'm like, well, you're a bitch. Like, excuse my French. I'm like, well, you're a moron. And then he's like, oh, well, why are you calling names? I'm like, bro, you started it. Like, what do you mean? So then it kind of just snowballed from there. So then we took it into the DMs. I don't know, like, I don't remember exactly. I'm paraphrasing, but I know I called him a name of some sort. So then I'm paraphrasing right now. But then we went into the DMs, and then he was like, I'm like, yo, what's up with, you know, like, what's up with that, man? What's going on here? And he's like, oh, well, you know, the way that you speak, not how you speak to me, but how you speak to others made me mad. I'm like, what? I'm like, how I spoke to others? I'm like, okay, this is how you feel, man. Clearly you salty, you mad, like you PC guys. You guys get mad at anyone that corrects you, because like there's been a couple times he said something about Pokemon the sales. I said, oh, that's not right, or he said something, I corrected him on some of the things. He gets mad at that. PC people think that they're elitist, or at least fake PC people like him. He's a PlayStation fan, but fake, like, but he plays with the controller on everything. And he thinks he's a PC gamer. Man, he's a PlayStation dude that just decided to pick PC because he has these fake illusions of, you know, of fanboys, and they're all bad, and corporations are bad, while he goes takes pictures with Square Enix employees, while he accepts you know, profit, or he accepts sponsors from Square Enix, or from this or from that. All corporations are they're bad, shills for all of them. But he'll hype up and he'll talk about what he wants the most. You know what I'm saying? It got into like I said, a little back and forth. I'm like, bro, what is going on here? He's like, well, I don't care about Sony. Sony could die, and I wouldn't care. That wouldn't make me, you know, I wouldn't care one bit. But if Nintendo went away, you'd be upset. That'd be a problem. I'm like, yeah, you dumbass. Yeah, I would be upset, because think about how many jobs would be lost. Think about how many games we wouldn't get. You don't care about the industry. You only care about yourself. You weirdo. You want about nobody else but you and Lord Gaben. Like, I'm so sick and tired of you guys. You guys are weirdos. Like, yeah, you love to see Nintendo because you don't make no money off them. You don't like their games, so screw them. Bleep them. You know, who cares about their employees? Who cares about their devs? Who cares about the games that they make? Who cares about that? If they're gone, oh well. You know what I'm saying? Like, see what I'm saying? Like, with some of these dudes, so it's just kind of like, I don't know, man. Like, it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I'm like, this dude's like whack. Like, he just seemed to me rubbing out as like Two-Faced and whack, because I ain't never had no issue with him. I thought we were joking around, then all of a sudden, I start calling names, start calling me shill and all this different type of stuff. I'm like, all right. I mean, two can play that way, bro. But I said, hey, look, we passed it up in the DMs. I was like, you know, it's cool, man. You can do whatever. You know, I wish you the best luck, you know, and all that. So we passed it up, but I still think he's a moron. But I mean, it's all good, you know, like it's all good, man. Yeah, box art, serious business, you know, box art, serious business. So yeah, 12 a.m. Well, 12 a.m. I think it's 1 in the East Coast, right? 10, 11, 12, 1. Yeah, it's 1 in the East Coast, but yeah, 12 Central. It's 10 o'clock my time. So yeah. We all know April Fools, Richard. Ain't nobody paying attention to you. It's all good though. I appreciate you. Yes, I saw the Octopath Traveler dual pack. I talked about it in my video today. Let's see here. Drama over Stellar Blade was wild on both sides. Yeah, I'm not. At first, I thought he was joking, but he was actually upset that I said something about Stellar Blade's box art, bro. Box art, like for real, like box art, like what? I didn't even know what was going on. I thought he was joking, bro. But it's all good, man. But he got upset. Like I said, he said I said the way that I talk to other people. I'm like, bro, if you letting how you feel about you, if you got a relationship or you got like a, you know, a whatever, you know, a friend type of deal, you know, or whatever with somebody, like if you don't like what they're saying to somebody else, just DM, yo, OJ, man, what's up with this? Like, you know, and like he could have done that. I'm like, oh, okay, well, tell me what's up. The thing about it is that here's the real thing about it. It's not what I said to other people. Like I said, once again, he's angry that when I say things, he don't like Nintendo. So if I say something that's like factual, or if it's like, oh, okay, it's like on the side of Nintendo, he sees that as shill. A lot of these guys see that as shill. They see that as, no, you can't do that. Even if it's right, even if I'm right, or if I'm making sense, they don't like it. A lot of these fake PC guys, or these PlayStation guys that doppelganger or moonlight as PC dudes or whatever the hell, try to act like they're superior. You're not. You sit there and play with the controller at a desk. That don't make you nothing, bro. Like, it don't make you nothing. Just trying to act like that is just silly to me. It's really, 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 really silly to me. But regardless of that, like, if he was upset, he just could have just let me know, like, behind the scenes. He didn't got to come out there and say it publicly. But once he said that, I'm like, okay, gloves are off. I mean, I'm no punk. You know, I'm not gonna let you punk me or let you talk to me any type of way, you know? So that's what happened there. Let's see here. Nah, I ain't joining the military. Actually, I thought about joining the military, but a long time ago, but nah. I feel like PC core gamers are somehow closet Nintendo fans because they nag on Nintendo more than Sony and Microsoft, as if they really want Nintendo games on PC. I think PC people want they want everybody's games because they want to say the master race. So you got to have everything. You want to be the master race, right? But this is not someone that wants Nintendo games on PC. He doesn't like Nintendo. He doesn't like I'll give you another example. Like I saw this on Mr. Pio's tweet. Oh, he's like, oh, well, I'm happy that, like, it was a tweet on Switch selling the way that it's sold versus Steam Deck. Steam Deck, obviously not selling anywhere near as much as Switch, right? And the article was like, oh, it's only sold about, like, what, 3 million or something like that, a little bit over that. The first thing says, oh, well, I don't, as someone who's a third-party gamer, I haven't used my Switch in years. And, you know, and I'm happy that they don't have to make any money or anything for me to enjoy. I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, these PC people are clueless. Listen, Valve is not going to sit here and support Steam Deck till the end of time because you're having fun with it. Like, if it doesn't do good, if it doesn't sell something, if it drops off the face of the earth when Switch 2 comes out or whatever the case is, Valve isn't just going to constantly just throw a bunch of money. I mean, they have it, but that doesn't mean they're just going to support it for forever. Anybody thinking that a business is just going to do something just because, you're in for a rude awakening when Valve says we're not making Steam Deck anymore. They've dropped hardware before many times. Now, Steam Deck has been the most successful out of all of their failed hardware ventures that they've done. Steam Controller, Steam Machine, Steam Link, you know, none of those is really stuck. This is probably the most that they've gotten, and they'll probably make another one, but it's not a foregone conclusion just because they're a private company and they make $1 bazillion off of that they're just going to continue